provide basic necessities to people who could use a helping hand. The road homes, emergency shelters, and housing programs are in dire need of blankets, coats, boots, hats, and gloves. Donations can be made at any Rocky Mountain Chevy dealer. And join X96 on December 20th and 21st for the Road Home Mediathon. We'll be broadcasting live from the Road Home Salt Lake Community Shelter to raise funds to provide shelter, supportive services, and annual housing programs. Visit x96.com for Rocky Mountain Chevrolet dealership drop-off locations or to donate cash. Spread the warmth and help others find their way home.
Critics everywhere agree.
Light it up!
Bumblebee is the best Transformers movie by far. Well, and now it's 96% fresh on Rotten Tomatoes.
Where did you come from?
It's out of this world amazing. The perfect blend of action, humor, and heart.
Take it down!
My back me!
Protect Earth and its people. Not just a great Transformers movie, a great movie, period.
That was insane!
Bumblebee in theaters December 21st. Rated PG-13. May be inappropriate for children under 13.
So you want to buy her something special and not break the bank? I have the solution. Hi, I'm Lou Verde, General Manager at Diamonds Direct. Women love earrings. And just in time, we're the street from Fashion Place Mall.
Nothing feels better than giving love away, which is why when you get a new Subaru during the annual Share the Love event, Subaru will donate $250 to its charity partners, Meals on Wheels, the ASPCA, Make-A-Wish, or the National Park Foundation, bringing the 11-year total to over $140 million. And this year, there are two charities close to our hearts at Mark Miller Subaru, the VOA's Homeless Youth Resource Center and Nestles & Co. Pet Rescue. When one of these two charities are selected by Subaru purchaser or lessee, Mark Miller Subaru will donate an additional $50, taking the total donation to $300 per Subaru sold or leased during the 11th annual Subaru Share the Love event. Partner with
American fork.
And everywhere.
Not everywhere.
Well, the mountain time zone.
Everywhere that can hear us.
All right.
Well, no, that's not true either. Yeah, people are listening all around the world to the Radio from Hell
They
show.
check in with us all around the world.
I guess we ought to officially begin the program then. Gina?
Yeah, we should. You said it, Bill. 2018 is almost over, but there's still time to make it the best year ever with clear vision by Christmas from Hoops Vision. Call 877-30-LASIK or go to hoopsvision.com.
The moon is a waxing crescent out there. I don't know if you can see it, though, because the sky is so hazy and icky. 23.7% of full. Well, you can't see it right now anyway because it will not rise until 11:38 a.m. today. Today being Wednesday. It's the 12th day of December in the year of our Lord 2018.
Ding.
And this is North America's most mammoth radio broadcast. It's the Radio from Hell show, starring the Lords of Morning Radio, Kerry Jackson, Bill Allred, and Gina Barberi. The executive producer of the Radio from Hell show is Richard Stedman. Dylan Allred is producing video for the show, which you can see, I believe, right now at x96.com/live. He's saying, maybe.
We're still having a little
bit.
You can see it. The audio is a little questionable.
All right. Let's see. Back at the studio, our Native American shaman board operator is Carlin Tallbrother. I don't know who's there helping out. Is it Autumn or?
I don't know.
Don't know.
Cynthia. Nick Perez is here. Our on-site coordinator is helping, and a new guy is here. And we're
You
cruising
think
right
with
along.
all of that crew, we should have a flawless broadcast.
Yeah, it's
With
not
all
going
of
to
those
happen.
people
That won't
you
happen.
just
It's not going to
mentioned.
happen. And I'm going to blame the new guy if things go wrong. It's the new guy's fault. He didn't do something right.
Check-ins. We've got prize for check-ins. We've got Redux Nut.
Let Kerry do it.
Redux Nut Cracker.
Yes, tickets to Kingsbury Hall, December 12th through the 22nd. Purchase your tickets now at odysseydance.com or the Kingsbury Hall box office, and you could win some from us if you are a random checker inner.
And if there are any checker inners, I don't know. 877-602-9696. Did anyone call to check in, Carlin?
Yes, we have some.
Oh, okay. So in 3 words or less, what is your prediction for the future? Who's there, Carlin?
I have Chris on line 1.
Hi, Chris on line 1. How are you this morning?
Good. How are you?
Well, I'm good because I always feel good because we're here doing the good work and collecting things for the road home. Chris, would you care to participate by, in 3 words or less, making a prediction for the future?
I would.
Okay.
We are hugged.
Okay, well,
That's very.
I hope not. I hope your prediction is wrong.
I can't disagree with you. I have the tendency to agree sometimes, but then on other times I think, no, we'll come through somehow. I hope we do. But thank you, Chris, for calling. I'll see you.
And I really appreciate all you do for the road home.
Well,
you guys are awesome.
Thank you, Chris. We'll see you.
All right, let's go to another call. Do we have another one there, Carlin?
Yeah, we have Dr. Mike on line 3.
Dr. Mike, good morning.
Good morning, crew.
What do you have for us as your prediction for the future in 3 words or less?
Cataclysmic annihilation.
All these positive predictions for
But
the
we're doing good. We're doing good work for the road home, Mike.
Excellent.
All right. Thanks.
That makes you feel better before everything ends. Go ahead.
Thanks for checking.
You got to
in.
go out on a high note.
Yeah. Thank you. See you later.
All right. Any more, Carlin?
Autumn is answering one at the moment.
Oh, getting one right now. We have some texts and some chat rooms. Travis the Pieman says genetically enhanced monkey uprising.
Well, that's for sure.
That's going to happen. World War III, someone has texted in. Here's a good one. Waterless Mad Max hellscape. Don't become dependent upon water, my friend.
Where are the good predictions?
There's a good one. Lock him up.
Okay.
Here's one. Layoff is imminent.
Yeah. Well,
zombies everywhere. There's another one. Tim the Tree Guy. Trump will flee. Ooh.
They will flee.
He will flee.
Where to? Russia?
Was some talk show I saw, they predicted Mexico because no one would expect him to go
That's
there.
right.
Yeah, that's true.
The last place anyone would look.
Taking up residence in Guadalajara.
Oaxaca.
Yeah. Do we have one more call, Carlin?
What is that call?
Yeah, we have regular Mike on line 1.
Regular Mike.
Not Dr. Mike. He's just
I
regular.
like that.
Yes, regular Mike.
Yes, regular Mike.
Mike, what is your
It is.
prediction?
Ask again later.
Oh, that's a
Okay,
Magic 8 Ball.
Oh,
there.
that's a Magic 8 Ball reference. That's worth Redux Nutcracker tickets.
Yeah,
I think.
hang on the line and we'll get you some tickets to see the Redux Nutcracker.
No, it's not.
Redux
Cracker.
Nut. See, now you've screwed me up. The Redux Nut Cracker
I'm
tickets.
sorry.
Hang on the line.
Thank you.
Yeah, you bet.
Here's a few more that are a little more optimistic. Humanity will prevail.
Okay.
Not against a genetically enhanced monkey
Stop.
uprising.
That would be difficult.
Love wins out.
Oh, there. I like that.
Let love rule. Let love rule.
Lines of blow.
Wow.
Well, somebody with money.
All right. Well, we are broadcasting from American Fork. It is the Chevy dealership here. It's Larry H. Miller, right?
Ken Garf.
Ken Garf, thank you. Ken Garf. All these Rocky Mountain Chevy dealers. Ken Garf, Chevy dealer here in American Fork, 548 East, 1000 South in American Fork. It's exit 276, just on the west side of the freeway. We're here until 10 a.m.
Now, if you're waking up this morning going, oh, I forgot to go to the store and get some stuff, you can do a couple of things. Look in your coat closet. You might have a coat in there you don't really wear that much. Just bring that down. Or if you can't do that, you can always go online. Go to x96.com. There's a rotating banner for the road home. You can donate money right there, and every little bit helps. If you think, oh, I don't have more than like $20, that $20 will help somebody.
Okay.
Sure will.
And the all-knowing suit, our consultant stepping in. Contrary to popular belief, I've never heard anyone sincerely say American FARC or Spanish FARC. I don't know where he's been hanging out.
Yeah, I have.
He says, ever. I do hear Orm and Leon regularly.
You got to get down south a little bit, sir.
Yeah. I grew up in Salem. We said Spanish FARC. All right. We will take a break here and we'll be back with Big Boy News Opinioendo. Things that must go. We could still use some.
Oh, please, yeah. Send them in right now if you would. Things that must go to radiofromhell@x96.com. Put must go in the subject line. There's certainly got to be something bugging you. So send it in right away if you would, please. radiofromhell@x96.com. Put your things that must go into the email now.
Let me do just a
traffic.
spot of traffic, which will become more traffic, I think, as the morning goes on when the snow starts making its way. Yes, but for right now, crash on the exit ramp from northbound I-15 to 114 South is blocking part of the right lane and all of the shoulder. That's the only accident so far, although reports of snow starting to fall in Weber and Davis County, Bill. It started already.
Oh, it is? Okay. All right.
Doubting Bill. Lucky's Auto Credit, where 77 cents in a job gets you a car. 2 locations, Salt Lake City and Ogden. For program details or to apply online, visit luckysautocredit.com.
All right. Thank you very much. Quip.com/X90. It's getquip.com/X96 is where you want to go to get your, these are great stocking stuffers, I think, for anybody. The Quip electric toothbrush, one of the most gift-guided gifts of the season. It was featured on Oprah's O List, Gina.
Oh.
So it is the It gift this season. It's a terrific toothbrush. It's got the sonic vibrations, very sensitive, gentle enough for your gums, and a built-in timer with guiding pulses to remind you when to switch sides, which is great for not just kids, but everybody. I don't think a lot of us brush our teeth properly. It's great for travel. That's one of the many reasons that I like Quip. And of course, this is a great deal. They have over 5,000 verified 5-star reviews. Quip looks like a big ticket tech gift with a stocking stuffer price starting at just $25. And if you go to getquip.com/X96 right now, you get your first refill pack for free with a Quip electric toothbrush, but you don't have to tell your giftee that. So that's your first refill pack for free at getquip.com/X96. So be sure to do the /X96 so that you get that deal and that we get the credit. Thank you very much. Getquip.com/X96.
When Carrie, Bill, and Gina run out
All right, let's see. It is 6:34 right now, and we do have things that must go coming up here in about 8 minutes or so. Before that, I'd say that's a reasonable amount of news.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Really? Brought to you by.
If you're in an accident, the first thing you should do is contact the advocates. Remember, they don't get paid until you do. Go to utahodvocates.com for more information. You deserve an advocate.
News.
Oh, well, man. Oh, yeah, here's a good bit of news.
What?
A good piece of news. Amy Poehler.
Love her.
Well, that was what I was going to, that was the news.
Mhm.
That's what I was going to tell everybody. Gina's loves Amy Poehler. I was going to report that, and you just gave it away. Well, I guess I'll move on. No, she says that she would like to do a Parks and Rec reunion.
Really?
Yeah. She said, I'm ready. I've got a bunch of other projects that I've been doing, but they're out of the way. And I'm available. I have like 6 of Leslie's blazers in my closet. So anytime. Parks and Rec ran from 2009 to 2015 on NBC. Starred Poehler as Leslie Knope, an overachieving, highly competitive Parks and Rec deputy director in the town of Pawnee, Indiana. Poehler won a Golden Globe for her work. It was a show that I was slow to warm up to. I didn't watch it at first. And then I started looking at it and going, oh, wait a minute.
Because of her, I was there day one.
I didn't. You know what? I didn't like it because I didn't like the character of Aziz Ansari at first. I couldn't stand that guy. I thought this character just drives me crazy.
And the good news is that since Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is on hold, Star-Lord is free. He could show up to Pawnee.
So Nick Offerman, Rashida Jones, Adam Scott, Aziz Ansari, Rob Lowe, Retta, Jim O'Hare, Chris Pratt. They
Chris
all.
Pratt too?
What?
Sorry?
Chris Pratt too?
Well,
Isn't he too big of a star now?
Well, no, I just said he's free because
he's free. So
Guardians 3 is on hold. So
so maybe
and that Cowboy Ninja Viking thing that he was working on is on hold as well.
Yes, thank God.
Mm-hmm. It's a terrible idea.
Salt Lake City Council members have voted to give themselves a raise. A nice Christmas present, $10,000 raise. The 7-member council voted unanimously to give themselves each roughly a $9,600 pay raise, increasing their salaries from $26,291 to $35,925 effective in January. One council member, Charlie Luke, said he said it's difficult to do this. I've been opposed to giving myself a raise for a long time, but twist my arm, and he did. He fell in line with his colleagues, acknowledging that a council pay adjustment was long overdue after decades of previous councils saying, no, we are not going to do it. Over time, that's caused pay imbalances between the council and the mayor, according to staff. A big part of the problem is because of political people like myself who have argued against it in the past because it's an unpopular thing to do. The council has said, maybe we sort of do deserve a raise, but we always voted against it because the voters will go, you don't deserve a raise. And maybe they do deserve a raise.
Well, I'm glad this story came out because today is the day that the 3 of us vote as to whether we deserve raises or not.
Yeah.
And it's a very important vote. And only that's the way that you get raises.
Okay. Well, I'll cast my vote.
We have voted 2-1 to not have a raise. Carrie and I have voted against it, and Gina has voted to have a raise.
I don't think that's how.
Well, it was a secret vote, and I guess I shouldn't have revealed.
Well, yeah,
it.
you just revealed.
Why wouldn't you want a raise?
Well, I don't think we deserve it.
It doesn't matter whether you deserve it or not.
I don't know. We had a pretty good November.
Well, we did have a good November, but but here we are, and we've only had one person bring a donation to Ken Garf, and I think that's pretty pathetic.
Ken Garf in American Fork, Ken Garf Chevy, 548 East, 1000 South, exit 276 on the west side of I-15.
That reminds me of when we had a Congressman Matheson. Every year, he would bring a check
to the road home.
Road home that was made out in the exact amount of what the congressional pay raise was.
That's right.
and he would donate the whole thing to the road home.
Yeah, he would say, I'm not taking my congressional pay raise. I'm going to donate it to the road home.
Where is he these days?
If you're a Utah, where is he?
Yeah.
I think he's home taking care of the kids while his wife works.
All right.
She's a doctor, I believe. If you're a Utah facing criminal charges and can't afford, I think his kids are grown, though, and perfectly capable
I don't think
of
they need to be
taking care of themselves. But if you are a doctor, or Utah rather, facing criminal charges and you can't afford to hire an attorney, you will be assigned a public defender who is overworked, underpaid, and probably ultimately no match for the wealthy attorney or the no match for the hard charging prosecutor that the state has. Now the governor's trying to help solve that problem by more than quadrupling the funding for a state organization that oversees Utah's public defender services. Good on Gary Herbert, the governor. He's earmarked $5 million in ongoing funding for Utah's Indigent Defense Commission, created in 2016 to tackle a series of problems that places Utah's system behind those in the vast majority of states. The commission, which currently has a $1.3 million annual budget, doles out state funds to help counties and cities cover the cost of public defenders for poor Utahns. Critics have said Utah's patchwork public defender system is inadequate, underfunded, and unfair to Utahns who rely on these attorneys to represent them in court. Well, if you don't have any money, you can't afford a lawyer, why should the state pay for it? Well, because our criminal justice system says every person deserves the right to have
it's in your Miranda rights.
It's in the Constitution of the United States.
I only pick and choose the parts of the Constitution I like.
So good. Governor Herbert's doing the right thing here. France is hunting for a suspect an extremist who yelled Allah Akbar and attacked a Christmas market in Strasbourg. There was sprayed gunfire near the famous Christmas market in the eastern city, killing 3 people and wounding at least 11. The government raised the security alert level and sent police reinforcements to Strasbourg, where some 250 security forces are searching for the assailant. James Field, the guy who drove his car into protesters in Charlottesville, he's a Nazi. He's a white Nazi extremist. He killed Heather Heyer. He's getting life in prison. He was sentenced to life in prison. Donald Trump battled with Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer yesterday.
It was uncomfortable to watch.
It was a screaming match almost. Donald Trump being a baby, I'm surprised he didn't stomp his feet. And apparently after the meeting, he threw a sheath of papers into the air and stomped his feet like a little baby. What was really fascinating, it was Vice President Mike Pence was also in the room.
Was he? Are you sure he was
sitting there? And he was motionless. He didn't move as Trump was gesticulating and yelling, and Nancy Pelosi was saying, "Mr. President, don't tell me what I am and am not." And Chuck Schumer was saying, "You want to shut down the government, Mr. President? You'll own it. It's on you." And they were very angry. And Mike Pence slowly closed his eyes and didn't move. And people made fun of it. And they did all kinds of things and did what was going through his head, And I thought for a second, now, wait a minute. This was the most Buddha-like thing I have ever seen in my life. Is that what
you think he was doing?
I think Mike Pence.
No, I think he's afraid of the Buddha, Bill.
I think Mike Pence.
I think he's a Buddha.
The Buddha's a false
I think Mike
religion
Pence
to him.
was the only adult in the room.
I think
he sat there and went, "Okay."
I think he was telepathically summoning Mother.
I think Mike Pence closed his eyes and went, "Okay, there's certainly nothing I can add to this. Just let the children argue." I'm gonna choose to think that. All right, because in a way that's what I would have done. I would have just sat back and gone, "Well, this is not going to go anywhere good, so I'm staying out of it." Let's see. And then once again, the people who represent us in the United States Congress prove that they're idiots and know nothing about how the internet works. Holy crap.
That whole questioning was frustrating.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about.
So Google, they keep questioning Google and about privacy issues, and the Congress is holding all of these hearings.
You remember they had Zuckerberg up there. Google didn't show to that one.
So now Google CEO Sundar Pichai, I think is how you say his name, Pichai, He's there testifying before Congress on Google Plus data breaches, the controversial Chinese censorship-friendly search product, and perceived anti-conservative bias. So all the conservatives in Congress, they're sure that Google has an anti-conservative bias. And he's trying to explain there is no anti-conservative bias. All this is an algorithm. There is an algorithm, and when you do a search, there is no conservative or liberal bias. It just, whatever comes up, comes up. But Congressman Steve King is sure, and others of them are
But I
sure.
Google things, and this is what happens. Yes, that's what happens.
They're sure that because the people who work at Google are liberals. And Congressman King, I want a list of the people who work at Google, and I want to look at their social media to see if they're liberals. Do you have any idea what you're saying?
You couldn't get much more dictator-like in that sentence.
Uh-oh. Somebody with a prosthetic limb made
I don't think so.
a donation.
What was it? Was
No.
that
What
was that?
Why
And
a
who is
gong,
that?
Richie?
Stacy, she made an over $100 donation.
Nice. Thank you,
Stacy, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It is kind of a satisfying sound.
It is. So
anyway,
so anybody else who makes over $100 will gong. We'll still
Bill
do the
keeps
gong.
adding gongs.
We'll still, but anytime there's over $100,
Okay.
a gong. Okay.
All right.
So anyway, and then like Louis Gohmert, what a Gohmert. So he's talking to this guy from Google, and he said, "Listen, I'll tell you, I know. Well, how come Wikipedia comes up every time I make a search? And you know what? I'll tell you, I know it comes up every time because look, and it changes. Listen, because my people, they go in there and they make changes in my Wikipedia entry. They make changes all the time when there's stuff in there I don't like, and
it keeps getting kicked back and changed.
And did somebody say
you're not supposed to do that?
Well, you're not supposed to do that. Also, it's usually fact checked.
Well, no. And the reason it keeps coming up is because you keep going there.
Mm-hmm.
Google's algorithm says, you must like this website. And so I will give it to you whenever you. That's why it happens, because you
They
go
they have no idea.
And one of them said something about this. My nephew got one of your iPhones. And did it. This made by somebody else.
We don't make iPhones, sir. It was Steve King again.
Steve King, yeah.
We got my nephew got one of your iPhones, and I'll tell you what, we don't make
those.
iPhones.
Oh, it was frustrating and hilarious at the same time. I would laugh and then I would get mad, and then I would laugh and then I would get madder.
because these are the people that make
These
the rules.
exactly. All right. Let's see. Sports, weather, traffic.
My computer died, but I do remember that the Jazz are playing the Heat tonight. I did remember that from when my computer was not dead.
Can we
And
get the head of Google on the phone
Yeah.
and fix our computer?
is there a young man? Now weather, it's already started snowing. Somebody had a report of snow in Harriman, Weber, and Davis County. They're seeing snow already. Should be just lovely for the commute this morning. My weather app says by about 10 o'clock this morning, which is just in time for us to be driving on I-15. We should definitely be having snow by then.
Good.
Let me see what other traffic things are coming up. So far, we're not so bad. I-15 northbound, there's a crash on the 53rd South on-ramp. And let's see, 54 South, 27th West, there's a crash there. I-215 West at milepost 17, there's a crash there also. Yep, that's all I've got there. Get unlimited 1.5% cash back plus a $100 bonus with Power Cashback credit card from Security Service Federal Credit Union. Restrictions apply. Get details at ssfcu.org.
All right. Let's see. Do we have things that must go sponsor?
Maybe.
All right.
Sundance Film Festival returns January 24th through February 3rd at Park City, Salt Lake City, and Sundance Resort. Discover the 2019 lineup, including world premiere films at sundance.org/festival.
Things that must go on the radio.
These are things that are bugging you.
Things that must go. I got some here in the email.
Okay.
Some new ones. Things that are bugging you, things that you just can't stand anymore, things that if you have to put up with them one more time, you will just go berserk. So you send them to radiofromhell@x96.com and you put must go in the subject line, and then we read them on the air. And we were sort of short on them, and so I asked for some, and I got a bunch of them. Well, I got 4 here in the email, and I don't think these are repeats. So let's see if I got one from Logan. Do we have anything from Logan over there?
No.
This one says, one of the things I think must go, which is probably the main reason I quit listening to FM radio.
What?
Well, he apparently listens to us.
Well, maybe he listens online.
Does he think that they're not?
Is when some will be telling what sounds like a personal story, and it ends up being an advertisement or a commercial of some sort.
We don't do that.
Well, did you ever think that maybe they can be personal stories that are also commercials? You've used a product and you're talking about using the product.
I'm
sorry.
See, Logan, we're kind of unique. A radio show, we're kind of unique. They do pay us to advertise products, and sometimes they pay us for personal stories about products, and we try to be honest about that, and we try to be entertaining about it, and I hope we're successful. And if we didn't do that, then we wouldn't have a job, and you wouldn't be able to listen to us.
That's called an endorsement.
Yeah,
and that's what we do. When I talk about my little dog Ripley loving her Brooklyn in sheets, that's a personal story that is also a commercial.
And I told you recently about my legal troubles, so that a lawyer tried. Oh no, I don't.
You want to hear about my bra?
Well, in a minute.
Yeah, in a minute. Yeah.
And then this one from Say My Name or Not. I don't care about these things.
Okay.
Overgrown children that think just because they were the second employee ever hired and never moved on to bigger things that they're qualified to be management. Said child picking and choosing who follows company policy and throwing the books at other people. And finally, untrained management. HR is there for a reason, and nobody is above HR violations. Longtime friend of the program. Thanks for letting me listen. And Gina, they can never make me leave my chair.
Remain seated.
Thank you, Brittany. And then Liza Nell sent in 2. I love my job, but here are some library things that must go. Impatient people at my desk. Lack of planning on your part does not constitute an emergency on mine. When you wait 10 minutes before you're supposed to turn in your first draft in a building across campus to try to print from an unfamiliar library computer lab, you are likely to end up late for class. And people who don't read instructions or signs, the bathroom is right under that sign that says ladies' room. And rude people in general. The patrons at my library are by and large kind and wonderful. Librarian.
Okay.
Gina?
I got this one from Kelsey. I work in the public service sector. We have hundreds of families come through our building every day. My office shares a wall with the women's restroom and adjoining mother's nursing room.
Okay.
Guardians will bring their toddlers into the mother's room when they are fussy, which I totally get. So I'm used to hearing babies crying, and I've gotten really good at blocking it out. But occasionally the noises I hear through this stupidly thin wall get so loud to make sure everyone's okay. On these occasions, I usually enter to find the child's guardian engrossed with their cell phone, totally ignoring the child, who is usually A, trying to hit the highest possible screaming note known to man, B, jumping up and down on the rocking recliner, or C, kicking the wall and the floor-to-wall mirror. All of this is not okay and must go. I would just say generally, parents that are engrossed in their phones while their kids are doing things they shouldn't be doing, that's a great must go. Also, stop leaving your strollers directly in front of the restroom door. There's plenty of room in the hallway. Don't complain to me if you come out of the 5-stall restroom to find your stroller's been moved because someone else needed to pee. Kelsey. That's
a good one. All right. This one from Guybrush. People complaining about segments on the radio show. If there's a segment I don't like, I'll just turn down my radio and come back later.
You can do that?
What? Something it in as a must go seems really silly to me. Okay. Yeah. Well, that makes sense. A few from Sue and I. Sue, my wife. If you ask me my name and I say Suzanne,
Suzanne,
that is her name, and then you call me Susan, you're just an idiot. I just said my name is Suzanne. It's not the same as Susan. Mine from last night, and this drove me crazy. And it does every time. Watching Ray Donovan last night, two great actors, right? And they're in the scene where Ray's in the holding cell, being held by the New York cops, the corrupt New York cops.
Yeah.
And his friend comes in, who's been on the show the whole season. Good actor.
The cop.
The cop. Yeah, I can't remember his name.
Yeah.
But he's got a cup of coffee, like a Starbucks.
Oh no, I know where you're going.
Starbucks mock coffee, and it's clearly empty.
Yeah.
He goes, "Here, Ray. Here, I got this for you." No, I don't want it. It's clearly empty.
Yeah.
Actors, damn it! Listen, put some water in there.
Put something in it. Yeah.
Or learn to mime
Yeah.
your wrist so that
No,
you can convey weight.
Just put something in it.
Just put if the prop people won't let you put water in the cup, then learn how to mime that thing, because that's your damn job, is to act.
Put something in it.
I'm sorry, it's not a hard job. It's pretending. You need to pretend that there's water or coffee in that cup.
So he's not a good actor.
He was a great actor until that episode.
It ruined it for
And then
you?
I just went, screw that guy.
You're
I
out.
hope he gets killed. I hope he's. I don't mean in real life. I mean on the show.
No, in real life.
No, I mean on the show. I hope they eliminate that character and get rid of him. He's in a lot of trouble, so I don't think he's going to be around much longer. But anyway,
Good.
So there we go. Things that must go. Carlin, thank you.
Things that must go on the radio. From Hell Show.
Are you able to do a little traffic?
No. So give me a minute. We're rebooting.
I would like you to update your computer before we do these.
This happened last time.
This happened last time.
It didn't tell me it needed to.
Well, I mean at home.
I don't ever turn it on.
That's
at
what I
home.
mean.
Well, then
If
do
you
it.
turn it on at home on the Tuesday, if we're doing this on a Wednesday, if you could turn it on Tuesday and update it, because you never used it. Exactly.
Shut up, Carlin.
You never use this computer except when we're out on these sort of things. So if you could do that, that would be great.
Okay. I'm busy.
All right. Coming up.
You called me yesterday. What was I doing? I was busy.
Well,
you know what I wasn't doing? Sitting at home on my computer.
She was driving her kid back from the doctor.
Well,
At 5 o'clock last
if you got a
night.
seat next to you in the car, you could put your computer there.
Well, then when you get home, you assign the kid. You won't let him mow the lawn because that's dangerous.
have
you
a young person do.
Yeah, assign him to do that if you would. All right, but we will have to take a break. Coming up, we got round one of your boners. Stand by for that. But first, Gina, please.
Now you got to
tell us about your bra.
Well,
and try not to use a personal story,
but
because
I
it
love my
irritates
bra.
Logan.
Please update your bra.
I did update my bra. It's a Third Love bra. Go to thirdlove.com/Gina. That's Gina, and you will automatically get 15% off your first order. When you pull that website up, there'll be a bar at the bottom. It'll say your discount will be applied at checkout. You don't need to put in another promo code or anything, but what you do need to do is do the Fit Finder quiz. It's just a few simple questions, and you're going to get the perfect fitting bra. How do they do that? Well, breasts are different shapes. They are not all alike, and they have a quiz there that helps you find the bra that is shaped just for you. They have over 70 sizes, including signature half cup sizes. They have cups from A through H, bands that go up to size 48, and it will be so comfortable you will not want to take it off. Go to thirdlove.com/Gina. That's Gina for 15% off your first purchase. You will love this bra.
X96.
Join X96.
its management, owners, or advertisers.
This program is intended for mature audiences. Parental discretion is advised.
This is Radio from Hell with Carrie, Bill, and Gina. KXRK FM and HD1, Provo, Ogden, Salt Lake City, 96.3.
Stand by.
Or stream us at x96.com and on our app. Utah's original alternative, X96.
Oh man. Oh, so it's slowed down. We had a bunch of people bring things here to Ken Garff Chevrolet in American Fork, and now it's just gone silent. So we're here collecting stuff for the road home. This is our last stop on the road to the road home. We should point out that we have things to give away to you if you bring in donations.
It shouldn't take that for you to come in and donate, but if it does,
we have tickets to give away for a screening of the new Mary Poppins movie.
Mm-hmm.
Was it called Mary Poppins Redux?
No, the Redux.
The Redux Mary
it's just Mary
Poppins.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's Mary Poppins Returns. The Search for Curly's Gold.
No.
No?
I believe it's a preview screening.
Let's see.
So you can see it before
an
your friends.
advance. Oh, yeah. You're invited to an advanced screening of Mary Poppins. Somebody said, who should host the Oscars is
Emily Blunt.
Emily Blunt and
John Krasinski.
Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Lin-Manuel Miranda, because they're both in Mary Poppins. That would be a good Oscar telecast.
No, they'd rather toy with the idea of having no host.
Is that what they're doing?
That's what they're playing with right now. And I'm like, really? There are no talented women out there that you're not even thinking of,
So anyway, we've got a 4-pack of screening tickets. How many of these do we have? A bunch? A couple? And then we also have, you can enter to win tickets to see Blue October, the acoustic show this Friday night.
But that's sold out.
Well, but we have some extra tickets for that. So come on here. Ken Garff, we're here in American Fork. The address is 548 East 1000 South.
Yeah.
West.
The north, isn't it? You have the address right in front of you on that paper, 1000 South, it says right there.
Mm-hmm.
The most rewarding thing and why people should donate today, because you get to hit a gong that's right behind the morning
not
show.
everybody gets to hit a gong.
Sure.
We're not letting everybody gong.
Yeah, sure.
Well, at this point we are, because nobody's here.
Maybe there is a flood of people that are donating online at x96.com.
What, you can do that as well.
I brought a donation in.
What did you bring, Dylan Allred?
So I have, we work downtown, and there are lots of people downtown near our office who are experiencing homelessness.
Yeah, they sleep on the sidewalk in front of our building.
And I noticed that a lot of them have dogs, have pets.
Some of them do, yes.
And at my house, we have this spoiled, fat little pug,
Mhm.
Bender Bending
Don't talk to your
Rodriguez
sister.
Allred.
Oh, I thought you were talking about your sister.
No, Bender.
Oh.
And she's spoiled. So I went through Bender's old coats.
Your
So I
dog's
brought-
coats?
Yeah, I brought down.
Wait
all
a
of
minute, your
Bender's
dog has
old-
so many coats. You have
Well,
a
she's
bag
gotten
of
fatter
old.
and fatter.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to donate all of Bender's old coats
Dog
to the
coats.
road home.
Okay.
All right. These are dog coats. All right.
Dogs need coats too.
Yeah, well, that's
I thought
true.
they
This
were
one has a
born.
dog bone
I
on
thought
it,
they
Gina.
were born with coats.
Well,
This
yeah.
one's camo.
Carrie's dog has several coats, I'm sure.
A few, yeah. And it's sweater season for Ripley.
It's
Oh, hi. What's your name?
What's your name?
What is it?
Jordan. Hi, Jordan.
Hi, Jordan. How are you?
Good.
Merry Christmas. What have you got there? Money. Is that for the road home? You know how much it is by any chance? $5. Thank you very much.
Do you want to hit the gong, Jordan? Come here.
It's kind of loud.
Yeah.
Is she gonna be okay with?
I think she'll be okay.
Okay.
Just give it a good whack. Hit it as hard as you can, Jordan, or hit Richie.
Yeah, he also makes noise.
Yeah, he'll make noise too.
There you go.
Oh, nice.
Nicely done, Jordan.
Good job, Jordan.
There you go.
She wants to do it again, and I'm warning you, Jordan. $5 more.
Yeah.
Can't just do that.
And it's only 50 cents to hit Richie. So,
Thank you, Jordan.
Thank you.
And there's a tinier one there with the footy jammies.
You know,
Richie, he dresses like you.
the little one. Yeah.
My footy jammies that I got
Yeah, you got new ones.
are so great.
Why?
They have grips on the bottom,
So
and
you
they're
don't
not.
so you don't fall.
Well, yeah, because I got the wood floors at the Homesteadman, but But beyond that, normally they're so warm. The fleece is so hot, you have to zipper down.
Mhm.
And zipper down with garments isn't a look that anyone wants to see.
Oh, gosh.
Zipper down with garments.
Which, by the way, they played the Warped Tour. They were fantastic this last year.
Zipper down?
Yeah. So the thinner fleece, it's the way to go. And they're, of course, Chicago Cubs onesies. So
Thinner fleece open for zipper down.
Well, you brought up garments.
Oh, yeah.
So that brings up this.
I got the story right in front of me.
This is now. I mean, we talked about it a couple of days ago.
Mhm.
sure. And I brought it up, and you
and I said this is not a thing.
it is very much a thing.
And I
Terry
still
Jackson.
maintain that these people who are making it a thing, they need to know this is not a thing.
Right.
Well, we should have let it. Well, I mean, we did let it go.
Yeah.
But it's circled back around.
I
again.
knew it would.
Thousands of people have signed a petition calling for a poster promoting the new Once Upon a Deadpool movie to not be used or posted in any manner, saying it's religious discrimination.
It's mocking the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, they say.
To which I say, hang on, you guys, you don't own Jesus.
Well,
all right?
the picture was commissioned by LDS Church decades ago.
In the
It was
60s,
painted. It was painted by Seventh-day Adventist painter Joseph Harry Anderson. Anderson, who didn't use his first name since it was shared by all of his brothers, is a famed painter, well known for his devout religious Seventh-day Adventist beliefs and his works. He is in the Illustrators Hall of Fame, both for his religious paintings and his works that appeared in American weekly magazines in the 30s and 40s.
Now,
He's associated with Norman Rockwell. He died in 1996.
Is it TM'd? Is it trademarked?
I mean, so the likeness is similar enough that they're saying that there's copyright infringement
Here's
because
the petition says Deadpool is positioned exactly as Jesus Christ was and is wearing a white robe. It is unknown if the picture was used to intentionally mock the Church of Jesus Christ, but it's clear it was copied from the original picture.
Yep.
To which I'd say maybe the painter of the original picture should have something to say.
Well,
about
he's
this.
dead.
Well,
Yeah.
okay then.
Who owns it?
Let's see.
Well, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints does because they commissioned the painting. So technically, it's their property.
So who do you sue when you do a parody of Michelangelo's David?
Well,
or
my guess,
The Last Supper?
Yeah.
My guess is that the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints will stay out of it.
Well, they will, because they know that there's a thing called parody law, and this is where this falls into.
But even if they thought that there was a lawsuit there, I think they would stay out of it. Because
they don't. All they want is for Sony to pull the poster. Right. That's what the people in the petition want. 23,000 people have signed the petition so far.
And you know what the people at Deadpool are thinking?
Way to go! Thanks for the advertising.
Thank you for continuing to have this be in the media and having people talk about it. The movie comes out on
because they're honestly concerned that people aren't going to go.
Yeah,
I mean, not because of the poster, but because people will go. I've seen Deadpool too.
Yeah,
it's people like Gina's kid who are excited about this.
Who weren't allowed to see it the first time around.
So I would just say, remember, this is parody law. You guys don't own Jesus. You don't own the painting, I don't think.
I mean, we 10% own Jesus.
10%?
10%.
Is that all you're claiming?
10% of all religion?
Of all things. I pay 10% to own Jesus.
I pay 10% of that.
Listen, I'm claiming 10% Jesus.
Well, you've invested that much.
I invest 10% in Jesus.
All right.
Well, that's all you get of them.
Okay, let's. Do you have traffic now?
On my phone. If
would someone,
would a young person take her computer and fix this?
Make it go.
Make this go.
Is it still updating?
It's still
no,
it's freaking out.
Do you know where the on
Come
button
and
is?
Take this away.
I've restarted it 4 times.
So,
Take
yes.
this away from her.
7th East, 33rd South. There is an accident. I-215 West at milepost 17. 54 South, 27th West. Let's see. We've got a lot of slowage southbound I-15 through Farmington. I don't know if that's snow related. They were reporting some snow there earlier. Crash I-15 milepost 320. And looks like that's about it. You can text in traffic if you see it 33986, and Carrie will read it. It's the news you trust from the most experienced team in Utah 2 News. Check out the new KUTV.com.
Crash Centerville southbound I-15 backed up between Lagoon and Parish Lane. That's what we got right now. So
Our internet is awfully slow, I have to say. We've got boners round 1 coming up. Here they are. Boner candidate number 1. I took those photos for a medical study. Boner candidate number 2. Male parts, female tendencies. And boner candidate number 3. There's dirty underpants in my Uber Eats.
Yeah. God.
all right. We got round 1 of your boners, big boy news, all coming up after these. Got to tell you about grove.co/x96. It's that time of year. Everybody likes the scented stuff for the holidays, you know. Why not with your cleaning products as well?
Why not?
And what's great about Grove is that they feature cleaning products that, yes, have the holiday scent, but they're also cleaning products where you can read the label and understand what's in the stuff. All right. And they've got a great deal going right now with Mrs. Meyer's exclusive offer from Grove. You better get this before it runs out. You got your favorite holiday scents, Iowa Pine, which is now my favorite. I'm sorry, Orange Clove.
Well, I still like the orange.
And Peppermint. So new customers will get the holiday set when you place your first order of 20 Mrs. Meyer's Holiday Hand Soap, Holiday Dish Soap, and Holiday Multi-Surface Spray. That's really good stuff. And the Grove Collaborative Red Cleaning Caddy and Walnut Scrubber Sponges. Plus, if you spend $39, you'll also receive a free Grove stoneware tray to beautifully display your new holiday soaps. So shop Grove before this exclusive holiday offer runs out. It's going very quickly. For a limited time, our listeners who sign up get an amazing free Mrs. Meyer's holiday products, a free 60-day VIP membership, and a surprise bonus gift just for you when you sign up and place an order of $20 or more. So check out Grove and the special offer at grove.co/x96. You got to do that /x96 so that you get the deal and we get the credit. Thank you. That's grove.co, not com/x96.
X96.com.
Remain seated with Gina Barberi on X96 Radio from Hell.
All right, it's 7:20 right now, and it is time for round one of your boner voting. 3 news stories. These are examples of bad, stupid, or funny human behavior, and you will decide with your vote. Of these 3, who is the worst? Who deserves to go forward to boner fights and possibly become boner of the day? If it wins here, it'll go up against the winner of round 2's voting. We're going to do this again at 8:20 with 3 more candidates. And then we'll take those 2 winners and throw them into Boner Dome at 9:20. That's when boner fight happens and you decide boner of the day. So pick your champion of round 1 right now. 2 candidates now. A third after the news. Once you've heard all 3, then you will vote. One of you lucky random boner voters will receive
a gift certificate to go see our good friends at Gracie's.
All right, here is boner candidate number 1. Listen, I took those photos for a medical study. Los Angeles police found photos of nude women, some taken in medical exam rooms, inside a storage unit owned by the disgraced University of Southern California gynecologist accused of sexually abusing over 200 patients. Detectives found a trove of homemade pornography and the smaller set of photos of unclothed women in exam rooms when they searched 71-year-old George Tyndall's storage unit last spring, according to LAPD Captain Billy Hayes. The photographs are compromising, said Captain Hayes. The images, which seem to span 3 decades, have become part of the investigation into Dr. Tyndall, who has been accused by 234 current and former USC students of sexual misconduct, including making crude comments, taking inappropriate photos, and forcing victims to strip naked in order to grope them under the guise of medical treatment. The doctor has claimed he never had sexual thoughts about patients or used his camera in the exam room for anything other than medical purposes.
So
he's telling these young ladies that he's taking photographs for a medical study, Captain Hayes says. If they are in his storage facility, he doesn't give credence. It doesn't give credence to those statements.
That's where the study happened.
He said. It doesn't give credence to them if he was using these photos for research or to publish studies, if the photos are all in a storage unit.
I'm saving them for when the study happens.
A grand jury is hearing evidence about Tyndall. I took those photos for a medical study. Boner candidate number 1. Boner candidate number 2, male parts, female tendencies. A woman is suing employees of a Florida jail after they allegedly forced her to spend several hours in a cell surrounded by dozens of men because they thought she was transgender. The Miami Herald reports that 55-year-old Fior Picardo del Veloz had come to Miami from the Dominican Republic to witness the birth of her grandchild when she was arrested at the airport on an outstanding drug charge. Her arrest report listed her as a female, and Ricardo de Veloz was booked into the Turner Guilford Night Correctional Center and processed as a woman. She was even strip searched. Due to her history of high blood pressure, Ricardo de Veloz was examined by a nurse as a precaution. The nurse saw that she had been taking hormone pills and questioned her about her gender. Despite Ricardo de Veloz's denial of being a man, the nurse added a note to her file that read, transgender, male parts, female tendencies. The nurse notified a doctor who reclassified Ricardo de Veloz as male without an examination, according to an appeals court. Picardo was transferred to the Metro West Detention Center, an all-male jail, and shared a cell with about 40 men who jeered at her, yelling, "Mammy, Mammy!" According to the newspaper, she was there for 10 hours and was terrified to go to the bathroom and urinated on herself instead. Jail workers eventually realized their mistake once family members went to the facility where she was originally processed and asked why she was moved to a male facility.
There are lots of reasons to take hormones.
Yeah.
And maybe she's going through menopause.
I mean, if you look at a picture of her, she looks like a woman, a kind of a masculine looking woman, but she is a woman. She's a grandmother who is there to witness the birth of her grandchild. Boner candidate number 2. Yep, male parts, female tendencies. Coming up in a moment, boner candidate number 3. There's dirty underpants in my Uber Eats.
I don't want to hear that story. I don't.
Boner candidate. Well, you don't use Uber Eats, do
That's
you?
right. No,
All
I
right.
don't trust it. See,
Of course you don't. See?
Exhibit. Hey.
You're
Oh,
fine.
oh yeah, you were all over getting some popcorn yesterday.
All right, boner candidate number 3 for round 1 coming up after this. Big boy news and opinioendo brought to you by.
It's the news you trust from the most experienced team in Utah. 2 News. Check out the new KUTV.com.
News.
In news that no one needed and no one wanted to know, Aaron Carter and his girlfriend are expecting a baby.
Aaron Carter.
He's a boy band.
Is he a Backstreet Boy?
Well, there's Aaron, and then there's his brother Nick. I think Nick is the Backstreet Boy. Aaron is the
Are they? Okay.
One.
younger brother.
And in other news,
They're not
I'm
a 90.
sorry, I
They're not a
know that.
98 degrees though.
No.
Okay.
First order of business laying the groundwork for dispensing medical marijuana to patients in Utah under the new law is creating a verification system that will track every single cannabis plant. The state will manually track every single plant that's between 3 and 8 inches tall. Once the plant reaches 8 inches high, it will be tagged and scanned into an electronic system. You remember that yesterday we had the job posting for the cannabis person, the in charge.
Please say
that's
czar. Please
the
say czar.
cannabis czar. Okay. It's going to be, I think it's going to be, that's also going to be part of the cannabis czar's job.
To scan the
They've
plants.
got to scan the plant and tag it and bag it. The same system will link packaged medical cannabis products like pills or topical ointments to the plants used to produce them. So this gummy or this ointment came from this plant. We have to know that.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
The system.
Now,
Are
they
you
do this for lots of things. This is not just.
This system will also track the sale of products to patients who buy them and medical professionals who prescribe them. It's very important that the product is monitored so it is not diverted on the black market, said Rich Oborn with the Department of Health, which is tasked with implementing the system. He said other states that already allow medical cannabis have similar systems. In those states, the cost of such a system is from $1 to $5 million. Scott Erickson, Deputy Commissioner at the Utah Department of Food and Agriculture and now POT, said, from a food perspective, it's important to track the plants in case there is a contamination. In the event that happens, a recall of products is necessary. Problem plants can be identified by their numbers, and that will protect consumers.
That's what I'm saying. They do this with food. This isn't unique.
We have a problem plant.
It's
got a problem plant. There's too much THC in that one. The most pressing task is hiring a medical cannabis program manager, or if you will, a cannabis czar.
pot czar.
The pot czar. The pot czar. Hey man, I'm the pot czar. The what? The pot czar, pot czar, who will oversee the entire process and answer to lawmakers who set the rules. We're setting the rules. Have you tagged those plants? You bet, man. The job was posted on Friday. There were 61 applicants almost immediately.
Well, I think this will work fine, and they'll achieve their goal of never getting any of this stuff out on the black market because, I mean, look,
on the market,
prescription pills.
Black market.
No, I'm talking the black market because look, those prescription pills, you just can't get those unless you have a prescription.
Right. Right.
So I'm sure that this system will work well.
The 2019 Salt Lake City mayor's race is already shaping up to be a crowded one after mulling whether to join 2 other candidates already lined up to challenge Mayor Jackie Biskupski next year. Jim took my advice. He's running.
Jim DeBackus?
Jim DeBackus. He's going to run. He announced Tuesday via Facebook, "I'm in," he said. DeBackus, known as one of the Utah legislature's most outspoken Democrats, made his announcement while strolling in front of Rose Park Elementary School, where he said he'd been inspired after volunteering weekly to spend some time with kindergarteners and 5th graders. "I've done nothing but talk education in the legislature," DeBackus said, "because I believe we're letting our children down and we're not doing what we should be doing, particularly at-risk kids."
You should really be moving your hands a lot when you're saying this.
Yeah, I can't, though. I'm I've got a
You've
mouse
got
in one hand and a microphone in the other hand. The city doesn't deal directly with schools, but the atmosphere that's sent and the priorities to back is continued. Mayors ought to be doing things for the next generation as well as this week and this month, whatever all that means. DeBackus earlier this year announced he won't run again for the Senate, and after 6 years of representing Salt Lake City, he loves Salt Lake. I mean, he loves the city. He really was pondering it. I think his partner Stephen really wanted him to retire.
Yeah.
And he was kind of thinking about it seriously, and I just said I was talking to him at the last week on Thursday night, and I said, well, if you don't run, you'll always wonder. If you do run and you lose, at least you'll say, well, I tried it.
Yeah.
And if you run and you win, you got 4 years, and you can say, well, I did it, and then you and Stephen can go off to Mexico.
Right into the sunset.
I'll go off to Mexico and just spend the rest of your time on the beach, and it'll be nice. Just 4 years. That's all you need. And I think he'd be a great mayor. So we'll see. Let's see. In other news, we'll do this story. How about poor people should get lower internet speed?
Why?
That's the extraordinary upshot of a meeting between an ISP industry group and the Federal Communications Commission.
The hell?
In a letter recording a meeting between the Wireless Internet Service Providers Association and the legal advisors to 2 FCC commissioners, the industry group emphasized that the commission's goals would be better served by directing support to areas that lack any service at all and those that have access to only below 10.1 megabytes per second.
And they should get dirtier water.
Current
and
definition.
Spotty. This should be a utility.
The current definition of broadband is 25 Mbps. That's megabytes per second. Is that what that is?
Sure.
Down and 3 Mbps up. That was introduced in 2015 and replaced an older, outdated definition. But in order to meet its own broadband rollout targets, the current FCC has been trying to find ways to lower the requirement. It initially launched an effort to backtrack from the current definition by equating mobile and fixed broadband and try to redefine broadband as the average speed used by consumers in specific areas. That fudge failed, however, after an outcry. So last month, the FCC proposed a different solution, using its subsidy program for low-income households as a way to get around its current definition by expanding subsidies to ISPs offering only 10 to 1. You get it? So if you only offer only 10 to 1 to lower income areas, see?
Yeah, that's when they write their own rules. That's a problem.
It should be a utility that
Yes.
is equal across the board.
Oh, dream on.
It should. I mean, I think eventually it will be.
And Sarah Huckabee Sanders, White House press secretary, defended Donald Trump hurling insults at women reporters during a Politico event, suggesting that the president promotes gender equality and treats women the same as men. During a recent Women Rule event, reporter Elena Johnson asked Sanders to comment on the president's contentious interactions with female reporters, pointing out that he called one of her female colleagues a total loser and another one stupid. Well, the president has had some contentious interactions with some of my female colleagues. He called one of them a total loser, told another one that she asked a lot of stupid questions, Johnson said. As a professional woman, do you think that that's appropriate? Well, Sanders fired back by downplaying the insults, asserting that Trump has also had an equal number of contentious conversations with your male colleagues, before stating that the president treats both men and women equally.
So he treats everyone poorly.
Yeah, the president is not singling out women, and frankly, I think it's actually a detriment when we do that. I think by asking, am I upset because he called out a female reporter? Absolutely not. Women want to be treated equally, and I think we have a president that certainly does that.
He will treat everyone equally bad.
He's not going to hold out, and the people in this industry elected him on a large part because he's a fighter. Johnson then rephrased the question and asked Sanders whether she finds the remarks appropriate. Sanders responded with an attempt to shift the blame onto the behavior of the press in a bid to justify the behavior of the
You
president.
guys didn't, ask him questions and turn your cameras on, and it's your fault.
If you guys weren't such jerks, he wouldn't be a jerk. You're jerks, so he's a jerk. So jerk. Uh-oh. What is it?
Go.
What?
Is this another?
What does that mean?
What is this for, Richie? Well,
Yeah?
just tell us.
Well,
get to the mic. Come on.
A bunch of money. I didn't catch his name. though.
What's
What
your
was
name,
his
sir?
Isaac.
Hi, Isaac.
Yes.
He brought money for the road home.
Oh,
That's what we're doing down
Isaac.
here in
All
American
right. Thank
Fork.
you for doing it.
Isaac.
Thank you, Isaac.
All right, we are at Kengarf Chevy. The address in American Fork is 548 East, 1000 South. It's exit 276 on the west side of the freeway. We are here until 10, but if you can't make it here today, the Rocky Mountain Chevy dealers are open at your convenience to accept your donations to the road home.
Donations of hats, coats, gloves, warm stuff, blankets. And if you can't do any of that, take a moment and hop on the X96 website. There's a rotating banner there for the road to the road home. You click on that, and you can just donate money directly there. You don't need to bring it down like Isaac did.
All right, weather, traffic.
Yeah. So it's snowing up north already and causing traffic issues. I'll just do weather and traffic together here because they're related today. We've got roads are starting to get slick in Tremonton. Looks like I-84 conditions up north are getting worse too. So the snow is coming from north to south. Should make its way to Salt Lake in about 45 minutes, they're saying. Crash cleared from southbound I-15 in Centerville. However, another 5-car crash has just happened before the Park Lane Legacy exit. It's blocking the left lane there. I'm going to check our message stream quickly. When we ask you to give us traffic information, we're, of course, hoping you're doing that in a safe manner, but we appreciate when you do 33986.
All right, here's boner candidate number 3. There's dirty underpants is my Uber Eats. Most people tend to be understanding if delivered food arrives a bit cold, or isn't exactly right. But when it comes with a pair of soiled underpants, it happened to a man in Florida who wants people to know what can happen to food between when you order it and when it gets to you. Who thinks that you're going to get something delivered with somebody's dirty underwear, said Leo, an Uber Eats customer who asked that his last name not be used. The answer to the question, of course, is no one. But Leo said that's exactly what happened Sunday night when he opened up his Uber Eats order. Disgusting, unhealthful, it's potentially deadly, he said. Leo was in town for the Art Basel exhibition. Just before 10 p.m., he decided to order some dinner from a nearby Japanese restaurant. When it arrived, he walked outside his hotel to pick it up from the Uber Eats driver. I grabbed the food, and right when I got the food, she took off running, and I was kind of like, well, that's odd, he said. Back in his room, he opened the plastic bag. His food was there, but sitting next to it was a pair of thigh-length underwear, clearly stained with what looked like faces. Disgusted, Leo called Uber, the restaurant, and the police. Uber said in a statement, what has been reported is very concerning. We are reviewing this order and
we're reviewing
the order and reaching out to all parties to help understand what may have occurred. The courier has been removed from the app pending investigation. The company also gave Leo a full refund on his order.
It should get more than that.
I would think. And another meal, I guess.
Yeah, we'll bring another meal to your house.
No, thanks.
How do you feel about
Never
that?
again.
We'll bring you some more sukiyaki. Boner candidate number 3. There's dirty underpants in my Uber Eats.
All right, let's review the first 2 and vote.
Boner candidate number 1. I took those photos for a medical study. Ex-USC gynecologists had nude photos of patients in exam rooms in a storage facility. Boner candidate number 2, male parts, female tendencies. A grandmother mistakenly booked into an all-female or an all-male Florida jail because the staff thought she was transgender. And boner candidate number 3, there's dirty underpants in my Uber Eats.
All right, it's time to vote for round 1 of your boners. If it wins here, great, it's the winner of round 1. It's not boner of the day yet. It'll have to face off against the winner of round 2's voting. Yeah, we're going to do this again at 8:20 with 3 more candidates. So then we'll take both of those winners, the winners of each round, and throw them into boner fight. At 9:20 is when Boner of the Day will be decided. So pick your champion of round 1 now. 1, 2, or 3. Remember the candidate number, the one you think should win. Put that number in the message of a text. That's all we need in the message, just that single digit so the computer can count it. Then text that to 33986. Or you can call 877-602-9696. Autumn will take your vote in the producer's booth. Or you can go to x96.com and look for the box that says Boner Voting December 12 and vote there. But you've only got during these messages to do it. We'll have the winner on the other side. This is round 1, X96.
Start your work day.
Mm-hmm.
Those were the three candidates. I have not received. Oh, yes, I have. Take it back. Let's see. We have boner candidate number one, number two, which was male.
Yeah.
Male parts, female
Yeah.
parts.
Mhm.
Yeah, that wins boner of the day or
All right.
boner round one. I
Round
should say.
one.
Yeah.
It is not boner of the day
No.
yet. It is
Mhm.
the winner of round one. It will have to face off against the winner of round two's voting when we do this again at 8:20 with three more candidates. Then we'll take both those winners and pit them against each other at 9:20, and that's when you will decide boner of the day.
I just see somebody coming in to bring some donations here at Ken Garff Chevrolet in American Fork. Thank you for that.
548 East, 1000 South in American Fork, exit 276. We're on the west side of the freeway.
Bringing in warm stuff, coats, blankets, gloves, new socks, please.
Mm-hmm.
You can also donate cash if you come in here. The easiest way to donate money is online, of course. Go to x96.com.
Mm-hmm.
There have been quite a few cash donations today, which is nice. Thank you for that. People have been coming in bringing cash. And we do thank you for that. But just coats, hats, gloves, all of that stuff
Warm
is
stuff.
certainly welcome. And new unwrapped toys for kids. What the Road Home does for Christmas is they will do what they call the Candy Cane Corner at Christmas time. So there are, well, how many kids are in shelter? I think we have those
Yeah, we have that.
figures right
Hang
here.
on. That means another cash donation.
Is that a cash donation?
Or something.
Truck full of stuff.
A truck full of things for the Road Home. What's your name? Ian. Thank you,
brought all
Ian.
that.
Appreciate it.
Now, Richie, we can't be all willy-nilly with this. They got to be like,
Yeah.
you know,
Was that a really a?
You know what? No, I'm willing to be willy and or nilly about this today. Anyone that comes down, I'll let you hit the gong.
It's a nice hit, by the way. It was a nice gong hit.
About
And there's a guy with cash in his hand. You want to hit the gong too?
Oh, no, this is out of control.
Yes,
now.
now we're getting out of
I
control.
thought it was
told
a
him not to
special
be
thing.
willy-nilly.
Oh, he's going to hit the gong. Here we
I thought
go.
It was a special thing, but
Oh,
Oh, that was
that's
it was a gentle
it's
lover
very-
with the gong.
very zen-like. Thank you.
Nicely done, sir.
there are 700 children being served.
So I was saying about the Candy Cane Corner, brand new toys, and don't wrap them up.
No.
Like presents, because the families get to go into the Candy Cane Corner and look at the toys and select toys, or gift cards are good too.
That's better for the.
They get to select the toys for their kids, and then they wrap them up and put things in there for their kids. So, see now the guy who hit the gong. Look at those. He's got blankets.
Oh, he's got a ton of stuff. Okay.
Okay,
yeah.
that was gong
That
worthy.
deservedly gong worthy. Okay.
You had a Christmas song thing?
Yeah. Carlin, I need you to now play the song that I ask you to find for me, if you would. If you're playing it, I'll have to take your word for it because I can't hear it.
Are we? Well, maybe we're not on.
Or are we on? Well, we're on.
Okay.
Carlin's scrambling, right?
Are you scrambling, Carlin?
He's hovering and scrambling.
There we go.
Last Christmas, I gave you my heart. But the very next day, you gave it away.
I don't. Who,
Okay.
Wham.
oh, it's Wham.
Now, what's just happened is I've just ruined Christmas for a lot of people.
Why is that?
And not just because the song is terrible.
I kind of like it.
Have you ever heard of the game Whamageddon?
No.
This is a real thing. You just go to Whamageddon.com.
I'm scared to.
Here are the rules. It's not that complicated. Allow us to enlighten you. The first rule, the objective is to go as long as possible without hearing Wham's Christmas classic, Last Christmas.
Is this played a lot on stations that play Christmas music?
Well, no, this is a game you play individually. And you can play it with groups or individually. Now, if you play it with groups, that means that you should probably have it like on your phone and,
Ready to go.
force
I
people
see.
to hear it somehow. I don't know how you do that without hearing it yourself. But the second rule, the game starts on December 1st and ends at midnight on December 24th. Use your local time zone if you'd like. Yes, we're European heathens. Third rule, only the original version applies.
I didn't know there were other versions.
Enjoy the hell out of remixes and covers, but only the original version applies. Fourth rule, you're out as soon as you recognize the song.
So I was out instantly.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean you lose?
Bonus rule, post on social media with the hashtag Whamageddon when you get hit.
What about people like me who like this song?
You seek it out.
Yeah.
Says, here's another thing. We can't stop you from deliberately sending your friends to Wham Holla. That's what happens when you
Wham
lose.
holla.
The intention is that this is a survival game, not a battle royale, so don't be a dick. So there are people who play this game, and I've just ruined it for them now. They probably listen to this show knowing
Thinking it was safe.
it's a safe space.
Yeah.
Because we don't play Christmas songs generally. So there we go. I've just
If we
ruined
do,
the game.
it's-
We used to program during the rest after 10 o'clock. We used to program Christmas songs, a few Christmas songs throughout the day. Do we not do that anymore?
I don't know.
I wish we did. I enjoyed that.
Oh, look, I texts and chat room coming in. You suck, Carrie. I was doing so well on Whamageddon.
Oh, too bad.
Oh, I just lost the game, John Huff says.
Oh,
Carrie.
Stephanie likes the song too. I like it. I don't know why I like it, but I do.
It's a sad song.
I like Wham.
You mean you like George Michael?
Yeah. I mean,
Because
Andrew.
I can't tell what Andrew originally contributed.
He used to sway.
He swayed.
He would sway.
He played the guitar.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
He mimed playing the guitar.
He mimed it?
I'm trying. Listen, is there any guitar in this song?
I don't know.
No, there isn't.
There might.
I don't
Is
think
there a
there is.
video for the? I'm going to look
I'm
up the
sure
video.
there is a video.
I
Gina.
think
Of
he
course
mimes
there is.
playing the guitar while the synthesizers are going.
I think this is back when George had his big hair.
George Michael wasn't strong enough at the time to do it by himself. He needed someone else. It's like Hall and Oates.
Well,
But at least Oates, you can say what he's contributed.
a mustache.
Yeah, I can't say what Andrew originally contributed to Wham.
Well, we do have this. Andrew Ridgely is still alive.
That's true. He's got that going for him. All right,
George Michael is not.
you can turn the song down, Carlin. It's fine.
I bet Carlin likes that song too.
Oh, I'm sure. 548. Yeah, there's the
I'm
video for
watching
you.
them.
It's terrible.
They're going skiing.
Ken Garf Chevy, 548 East, 1000 South in American Fork is where we're at until 10 o'clock today. Exit 276 on the west side of the freeway. Traffic, Gina, if you could take the video down and
but I'm enjoying watching
some traffic, please.
Wham go skiing.
We're
for
going
Christmas.
skiing.
Slushy conditions in Sardine Canyon between Brigham City and Logan. Tremont and snow definitely affecting drivers there. So it's up north and heading this way. We've got a bad accident in Centerville, southbound I-15. 5-car crash just before the Park Lane Legacy exit, and it's blocking the left lane. Let's see. I'm going to check our message stream. If you are texting us traffic, I hope you're doing it responsibly. 33986.
All right, Casey's mad at me too for Whamageddon.
I bet if you go to the last hurrah, you'll hear that song
Oh,
at the
Oh,
gateway.
Richie will play.
Richie will
Richie's
play
going to
it.
be.
Are you going to be the DJ?
But there is all sorts of live entertainment. I'll be playing music as a DJ, but there is, in years past, I've seen belly dancers, fire breathers. They have all sorts of cool stuff there.
It's at the Gateway, the Downtown Alliance, the Gateway, and X96 presents Utah's, Salt Lake's biggest and most fun New Year's celebration, the Last Hurrah. It's, of course, December 31st. When would you have it? At the Gateway Plaza, featuring live music from Band of Annuals, DJs, including the best DJ in Utah, dancing, indoor pop-up bar, an indoor game room for the kids, beer and food trucks, fireworks, and all kinds of stuff. Admission is free, but, take some money. You want to spend some money when you get there. There'll be food and beverages. Celebrate New Year's Eve at the Gateway's Last Hurrah, powered by Strong Volkswagen and Coors Light. You can find all the details you need at Last Hurrah. That's HURRAH. LastHurrahSLC.com.
X96.
For the first
holiday. And on our app, Utah's original alternative, X96.
All right, it's 8:03 right now.
And it's the X Days of Xmas. Snow Basin Resort will be hosting their annual Christmas Eve celebration on Monday, December 24th. Get pictures with Santa before he heads out to spread Christmas cheer around the world and enjoy a Christmas Eve torchlight parade and fireworks show on City Hill. X Days of Xmas, you could win a $50 gift card and 2 tickets to Nightmare Before Xmas, which is this Friday and sold out. You can also qualify to attend a meet and greet with Blue October right before the concert. How do you win all that? Well, You be the 96th texter of this keyword, Santa. Don't misspell it and put Satan. You won't be entered into the contest.
No, you'll get a different prize.
Santa, Santa. Text it to 33986.
All right.
So I didn't go to the Christmas party.
You were missed.
No, you didn't.
I had a sick kid, and I went home to the sick kid.
You missed out.
What did I tell? So tell me what I missed.
Well, first of all, you missed Nick Perez, our promotions guy who's here today, wearing his Santa suit.
Now, not a Santa. You weren't dressed as Santa.
It's not a costume. No.
No, he was wearing a two-piece suit with a tie, and it's all Santa Claus all over the
He
suit.
has a name for it.
What is it called, Nick?
You put it on Facebook yesterday. What was your outfit called?
It was my Joymeister suit.
Joymeister.
I'm Mr. Joymeister. I'm Mr. Fun.
And he was wearing a pair of red high-top Chuck Taylors, and he looked really stupid.
Oh,
festive, you mean?
He did. And a Santa hat. Yeah. There were Santa Clauses all over the
Now,
suit.
it wasn't required that you dress up for the party, right? It
was.
Oh.
Yeah, he was the only one who did it. But
Gina, let me set the scene for you. It was down in 50 West, just downstairs from our radio station.
Mhm.
As you walk in, the aroma of meat.
I missed meat?
Yeah.
You missed me.
Kahlua pork.
And then on all the screens, a fire was glowing from
Yeah.
all of the TV screens.
Yeah, the
So it felt cozy.
I thought the stage was on fire at first.
it was the the video of the log,
Right.
the Yule log burning,
And you come into the room
Okay.
and everyone is in their own radio cliques.
Yep.
Yep.
Those people don't talk to those people.
No, why would you?
Those people hate
Nope.
those people.
I don't like
and,
them at all.
Hey, is this seat taken? No, it's not, but you can't sit here. I sat by myself.
Yeah, because nobody wants.
You asked that of Carrie.
Can I sit here? No. Can I sit here? No.
Taken. Seats taken.
No.
So we sat down and then
Everybody got they handed you a ticket when you walked in. I said, "Is this my drink ticket?" No.
That's what I thought too.
There
It's
were
a
no
raffle-
drinks.
no, it's a raffle ticket.
So then everyone was anxious for the raffle. To be
Are there
over.
any part-time employees here? Any part-time?
Are they not allowed?
No.
Well, actually, they were, but they didn't know that, so none of them came. All full-time employees.
So then, about 45 minutes in was when they did the
45.
raffle.
What
I
did you
know.
do for 45
I know.
minutes?
We looked at each other.
And said, "I don't like that person." And also, we said, "Oh, that person still works here. I haven't seen them in a week."
thought he
That's
got fired.
interesting.
So the raffle.
So the
fabulous
raffles-
prizes.
So the raffle starts, and here was the thing that
Water
I thought as I saw
bottles.
the raffle. There was a ton of water bottles, and
Nice water bottles.
yeah, they were Camelback water bottles and stuff like that. And there ended up being really great prizes, but all I saw was a table full of water bottles, and I was like, I should have stayed home.
And of course, I didn't win a damn thing again.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Did you want to win something?
No, I didn't care.
Didn't you win a water bottle?
No,
so
You
they
didn't even get a water bottle.
no.
they raffled off 10 or so water bottles, getting bigger.
Okay.
Uh,
A trip to Hawaii.
Nope.
Ski goggles.
No. A new car.
Ski goggles.
Ski goggles. Carrie Jackson,
one.
Radio from Hell's own. Carrie Jackson.
$250 ski goggles.
Yeah,
Electric ski goggles.
They got something about them that makes them special.
They have like little windshield wipers on them. or something.
Probably. I don't know.
And they,
and
they transmit a message across the front of it.
and I don't snowboard anymore. And so
What are you going to do with these?
I don't know. I was trying to think of somebody I know I could give them to, but
Put them on eBay.
I suppose.
There are other websites, and I'll only take a small commission, and I'll show you the final purchase price.
But what was funny was that I had them there in front of me, and Corey was sitting next to me, and somebody says, "Well, Corey, what are you going to do this weekend?" He's, "Well, got some family in town. I was going to go snowboarding," and then he looks at me and then looks at the goggles and like,
Why don't you just give them to him?
Well, so here was the funny thing about that. I won a sleeping bag, so that was kind of fun. But Corey, one of the things that they gave away was the Twilight concert series was in town, and they got all of the artists from the Twilight concert series to sign a poster. And Corey won a signed poster from all of the Twilight concert series artists that they had framed.
which will hang in his
the
office.
station? Yeah.
It'll hang in his office, and then it'll still be there when he no longer works here.
Corey can get that stuff.
That sounds like something we should have given away on the radio.
Yes. Yep.
When-
Well,
when
I am so sad I missed.
and then everybody got a blender.
So Richie said he would call me and tell me what happened at the party. So last night at 5:00, I'm driving Muhammad to the doctor because we finally decided at 5 to go to the
Did
doctor.
he fall down the stairs?
No, he's sick.
Someone in the chat room pointed out Gina only has 2 children at home, but she always has a sick kid.
Yeah.
They rotate.
All right.
And he said, what did I miss? He's like, well, everybody got a prize. Okay, what is it? It's a blender.
A really nice blender.
Yeah.
You can have my blender.
Yeah. And Gina said, "Do you want my blender?" I said, "Yeah, you bet." She said, "Great, thanks." But you have to sign for it.
I have to sign for a
Yeah.
blender?
Yeah. It's very good. It's a really nice blender.
Very expensive.
They're very expensive.
The Blendtex.
Blendtec. Will it
Oh,
blend?
Is that the thing that David
They-
Letterman used to
They throw
chop stuff up with?
Yeah, you can throw a cell phone in it. It'll blend a cell phone.
I don't need to blend a
Blend
cell
a small child.
Never
I
know.
don't need to.
Well, it's a very nice blender. Very expensive.
Okay. Thank you. You can have it.
Thank you. Congratulations.
There's your Christmas bonus. Is my
Oh,
blender.
Yay! You get a blender, and you get a blender.
It's more than you would have got if I gave you money.
Thank you. No, I was genuinely saying thank you.
It is a great blender.
I don't own a blender. I don't even have a blender, and I'm still gifting you this blender.
Thank you.
There's
sure
no
that's-
blending that happens at
You
my
sure
house.
that's wise?
Yeah,
What if you need a blender?
I
someday?
haven't to this point.
Really, you shouldn't be making this decision. It should be your husband making this decision to give away the blender because
I'll
he does
talk
all
to
the
Joe.
cooking.
He doesn't ever blend cook.
No,
I
he
use
has
a blender all the time.
He has a food processor that chops things up.
It's a different thing.
Yeah.
I use my food processor sometimes, and I use my blender sometimes.
We haven't needed it. I'm almost 50, and I haven't needed a blender. So
That's because you don't understand blending.
50 what?
You're almost 40.
I'm almost 40.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
That's
Wait a
it.
minute.
That's it. And text from Carlin. Yeah, I wasn't told.
Oh, Carlin, you can have Bill's blender.
What? Don't give away Bill's blender.
They're for only full-time employees, Carlin. I'm sorry.
Traffic, please. And we're getting reports of snow. University of Utah, West Valley, top of Parley's is getting hit.
Great.
It's not snowing in American Fork.
Not quite yet.
We'll drive that direction when we leave. We'll drive right. It'll give it time, Bill, for it to get snow packed on the
Speak for
freeway.
yourself. I'm going to Vegas.
See, I don't know if you can.
You're just going to drive the other way.
I don't know if you can see out here the window, Bill. You can see this bit of blue sky. That's the storm moving this way, and the gunk getting pushed out going that way. So
Oh,
that
yeah?
little bit of blue sky is where the
Yeah?
storm is coming.
Okay.
There's another crash south on I-15 in Centerville. This one's blocking the HOV lane at the Parish Lane overpass. The biggest delays are all through Davis County, from Layton all the way to Lagoon. We've got and even past Lagoon now. Coming down into downtown Salt Lake is going to be an issue for you. I'm going to check our message stream, see if anybody sent anything in there. Snow in Tooele. People are being stupid. Stay safe. They sent that in safely. I hope.
Are those two separate thoughts? There's snow in Tooele, and people in Tooele are being stupid?
Yes.
Okay.
33986.
All right. Let's see. We've got bonus round 2 coming up. Here's boner candidate number 1. I hope you like this. I got my government check, and I bought some crack, and I like company, so I opened the door, but then the guy stole my phone, and I didn't call police because I was busy. I think he lives in Chicago.
Is that a title?
Yeah.
Sounds like the boner.
Boner candidate number 2, that Cannibal Corpse guy's house is exploding, man. And boner candidate number 3, the thieving nuns.
All right, round 2 of your boners coming up along with Big Boy News and Opinioendo right after these. Randlife.com.
Rand Life, they're offering, you may have heard about this somewhere, probably from me.
What?
That they're offering a free appraisal up to $400 credit for anybody who wants to do a refinance. Now, if you own your home, if you've owned it for at least a year, you probably have some equity.
You can use that equity for all kinds of things. You can do a little remodeling on your home.
Mhm.
You could pay off some credit card
Mhm.
debt.
You have heard about it from me. And if you've owned it for more than a year, you've got more equity. The longer you've owned it, the more equity. Appraised values are up, and Ran Life recently helped clients save over $700 a month by paying off high interest credit cards. And you can't write off that credit card interest, but you can write off mortgage interest. So do it. If you have more than your share of debt right now, call Ran Life and see if they can help. 801-478-4500. Ask to speak to a debt consolidation specialist. 478-4500 or go to ranlife.com.
Acts 96. Well, now the bed of the truck is somewhat full. I thought we'd be doing a little bit better by now, but
too.
maybe people are anticipating the snowstorm.
Yeah, but it hasn't started yet down here.
That's true. But we're at Ken Garff Chevrolet. It's 548 East, 1000 South in American Fork. It's just exit 276 on the west side of the freeway. Easy to spot because it's huge. Come on in and see us. We're here till 10. But again, if you can't make your donations to the road home to us in person, we'd love to see you, but we understand your schedules and the storms and all of that. Rocky Mountain Chevy dealers across the Wasatch Front are making it easy and convenient for you. You can take in your donations at your leisure. Just go to x96.com and find the link, and there's a list of the Rocky Mountain Chevy dealers there. There's one near you, I'm sure. All the way from Spanish Fork to
north to like Ogden.
Yeah.
Ogden, or
I think there's even up in Morgan.
I think so.
Up there.
So you can take your donations at your convenience. Let's see, what's the day that they're going to stop? I want to say the 20th.
Yeah, they take it till the 20th, and I know for some people it's a tradition for them to come down and join us at the road home for our radiothon. That will be not this week, but next week, Thursday and Friday. That's the 20th and 21st. So you can come by. The radio station will be there 6 a.m. till 7 p.m.
And it's more than likely going to be the last time that we do the show from that location.
Yeah, from that actual location. Yeah,
and we've been doing it since I think Todd's
99.
Was it 98, 99?
Yeah, I think so.
That we've been doing these road home broadcasts, and so.
You can make a donation also to online at x96.com. And X96, by the way, last I checked, beating not only the radio stations in our building, but other behemoth radio stations that usually
in cash donations.
Yep,
because our listeners are the best.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's the best way to donate. I mean, the Rocky Mountain Chevy dealers appreciate the foot traffic, but the best way to donate to the road home is online with the cash donation, because the road home has all the connections and they can make a dollar go farther than you can.
And if you come down and see us, though, here at Ken Garff Chevrolet in American Fork, we still have some of those preview movie passes to see the new Mary Poppins movie. And we also have some of those Blue October tickets for this Friday.
It's the Revenge of Mary Poppins. It's going to be great.
I don't think it's Returns.
Oh, I thought it was Mary Poppins, the Revenge.
No.
Where it's the bloody Mary Poppins.
No, it's a nice family movie, Bill.
I thought it was a revenge movie.
All right, so we're here until 10. But there you go. Oh, I'm seeing all kinds of, now people are sending me pictures of West Point and Clearfield, snow again. Really? Yeah, so it's
No,
this
Bill
way.
said it wasn't happening. Bill did
Kaysville,
not believe it.
Davis County, Taylorsville.
I don't see it.
Well,
I'm not seeing it.
Right now. That wall, it's coming this way.
Does it look as though it's bad with the pictures people are sending?
Yeah,
it's bad.
Dumping.
Really?
Yeah. All right, let's get to round 2 of your boner voting. 3 news stories. They are examples of bad, stupid, or funny human behavior, and you will decide with your vote of these 3 candidates which one is the worst, which one deserves to go forward to boner fight and possibly become boner of the day. If it wins here, it's the winner of round 2. Great. You're not boner of the day yet. You'll have to defeat the winner of round 1's voting. We did that an hour ago. But we'll take both of these winners. We'll throw them into the Boner Dome at 9:20, and that's when boner fight happens, and that's when you decide boner of the day. So 2 candidates now, a third after the news. Pick your champion for round 2. And one of you lucky random boner voters will receive.
Stretch the Truth Trump. Everyone needs this Trump version of Stretch Armstrong in their holiday stocking. Portions of the proceeds go to benefit the Homeless Veterans Fellowship. StretchTheTruth.com/X96.
Here's boner candidate number 1. I got my government check and I bought some crack. I like company, so I opened the door. But then the guy stole my phone, and I didn't call police because I was busy. I think he lives in Chicago.
It's the longest title ever.
So, police released new information about a timeline. I'm sorry, I clicked on the wrong story here. This is the story of a Peoria resident who complained to police after his phone was stolen while planning to buy drugs with his government check. On Thursday, a 62-year-old North Valley man called police to relate a misbegotten series of events. On Monday, he got his government check for $700, and he immediately went to buy drugs, according to Peoria police report. He went back to his apartment to smoke crack cocaine. during which time he heard a rap at the door. The report went on to say he first ignored the knocking, but then he decided he'd answer the door because, quote, I like to have company. The visitor was an acquaintance who then joined the resident in smoking some crack, the report stated. The visitor said, hey, I know where we can get some more crack if the resident would provide $60. Well, the resident pulled out his wad of bills and the visitor snatched the cash and tried to flee, the report stated. However, the resident grabbed the visitor, put him in a leg lock, and got the money back, the report said. However, during the tussle, the visitor whacked the resident several times and somehow got a hold of his cell phone before managing to break free and run away. The resident doesn't know anything about the visitor except his name is Chris and he lives in Chicago. Asked why he waited 3 days to call the police about the theft, the resident said, well, I was kind of busy smoking crack.
Well, and then wait till it's all gone, and then.
So, you see why it is boner candidate number one. Well, I got my government check and I bought some crack and I like company, so I opened the door. But then the guy stole my phone and I didn't call the police because I was busy. I think he lives in Chicago. All right. Here's boner candidate number two. You know, that Cannibal Corpse guy's house is exploding, man. A very popular death metal guitarist for the band Cannibal Corpse was arrested after a home in Florida caught fire with exploding ammunition. The massive fire broke out at a home in Northdale, Florida, said Deputy Pat O'Brien. Yes, Pat O'Brien.
Oh, good.
A Tampa-based death metal guitarist lives in the home. Hillsborough County firefighters were able to get the fire under control after about an hour, but struggled with the ammunition inside exploding due to the flames. It was crazy. It was crazy, man. It was like the end of a fireworks display. Really crazy. Pop, 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 pop. That loud bang. I mean, it was crazy, said neighbor Caroline North. Crews remained at the scene throughout the night and kept the road blocked off long after the fire was put out. An across the street neighbor who knows him said he has a flamethrower or something. He practices with it.
He practices.
I don't know if it was purposely or stupidity, North said. Around the same time the house caught fire, the sheriff's got a call about a burglary in progress at a nearby home on Wildflower Circle. An arrest report orders from the family to the backyard. Deputies responding to the burglary found Mr. O'Brien hiding behind a fence near the home. They say Mr. O'Brien charged at them with a knife. Deputies then used a taser to take them down. He's charged with burglary and occupying a dwelling with an assault and aggravated weapon on a law enforcement officer. O'Brien is the lead guitarist for the death metal band Cannibal Corpse. The group has a large following around the world with 2 million Facebook followers. They are part of upcoming leg of Slayer's farewell tour. But maybe they'll have to call that off because of this. Boner candidate number two. You know, that Cannibal Corpse guy's house is exploding, man. Coming up in a moment, boner candidate number three, the thieving nuns.
All right, boner candidate number three for round two, coming up after this big boy news and opinnuendo brought to you by.
Come and make your mark on fondue history by trying the new cast iron grill cooking style available today at the Melting Pot, locally owned and operated. Reservations at meltingpot.com/SLC.
News.
Well, they say she's going to be a big star.
Ooh.
And apparently this movie is, I don't know, I saw a preview for it and I thought it looked pretty dumb. Anna and the Apocalypse. Ella,
it's getting huge reviews.
Sean Means said he liked it.
Ella Hunt is taking the world by storm, apparently. British actress recently moved to New York and starring in Anna and the Apocalypse. It's a zombie invasion, high school zombie musical. I was on the lookout for roles that didn't marginalize young people, she said. She was impressed that her character wasn't your typical damsel in distress. Anna goes from a woman who's unsure of herself to somebody who can survive a zombie apocalypse, Hunt said. We're both very aspirational. Her glamorous new career is a far cry from her old country life in Devon, England. She comes from a family of creatives. Her mother is a sculptor. Her father is an art dealer. Even as a little girl, she knew she wanted to be an actress. From a very young age, I was dancing around the house, putting on performances. It was pretty clear what I wanted to do. Apparently, she's getting good reviews in this movie, and people are liking it a lot. And Sean Means will review it on our show tomorrow.
Yes.
Speaking of the creative types, Steven Soderbergh, who helped make the Sundance Film Festival famous, is going to return to Park City this winter. He'll be in Park City to receive the Founders Award from the Slam Dance Film Festival.
Oh.
The Slam Dance Film Festival, which runs concurrent with the Sundance Film Festival at Treasure Mountain Inn, announced that Soderbergh will bring with him his latest movie, High Flying Bird. The drama tells the story of sports agent Andre Holland, who makes an intriguing and controversial business proposition to a rookie basketball client played by Melvin Gregg. The movie debuts on Netflix in February. More and more movies are starting to do that, aren't they? The movie is written by Terrell Alvin McCraney, who won an Oscar for co-writing Moonlight. The cast includes, the wonderful Zazie Beetz, who's in Deadpool 2. Sonia, and she's on that show Atlanta, which I love. Sonia Son, Zachary Quinto, Kyle MacLachlan, and Bill Duke. So we might be able to get Mr. Soderbergh on the
Put him
show.
on the list.
That'd be cool.
Looks like we're going to be doing our Sundance broadcasts this year from Treasure Mountain Inn. I think we're pretty well confirmed on that. We've always had a really good relationship with Slam Dance as well. When
We started out there.
we first started broadcasting from Park City during this Sundance Film Festival years ago. We actually I guess we were first affiliated kind of with Slam Dance.
We were, yeah.
And we've always had a good relationship with them, and Sundance has a very good relationship with Slam Dance as well. So
They realize that it brings a lot of people, filmmakers, to Park City. So they officially don't collaborate, obviously, but they
even-
definitely have respect for each other.
they used to just kind of tolerate them, and now they sort of.
I feel like every year in our interviews, we have a mixture of dance and
We
slam
do.
dance films anyway.
Yeah. Yep.
Legal brothel owners in northeastern Nevada, the Elko area, are trying to, excuse this phrase, beat back the city of Elko's proposal to double their license application fees and more than triple their renewal fees at the regulated houses of prostitution. The Elko Daily Free Press reports the dramatic increases are outlined in a business impact statement scheduled to go before the Elko City Council for the first time on Tuesday. Under the current proposal, license application fees for licenses would increase from $2,500 per applicant to $5,000. The annual renewal fee would climb from the current $3,000 to $10,000. The owners of 4 brothels licensed in Elko, that's about 100 miles west of the Utah line, said the increases were proposed without sufficient research or feedback regarding the economic consequences to affected businesses. They said they understand the need to increase the renewal fee, which hasn't gone up since 2010, but they say a $5,000 fee would be more reasonable rather than doubling their license fees. Let's see. Utah Department of Transportation has purchased a bunch of homes and because they're kind of condemning them and left them vacant for an upcoming project to widen Interstate 15 in the Midvale area. And people in those neighborhoods are not happy. I see people pushing grocery baskets or on bikes that have all their stuff packed on them as they go through the area. They're attracting vagrants, people with drug problems who are trying to squat in the vacant, boarded up houses. That's not to mention the graffiti and the vandalism that have hit not only the vacant homes, but also some that are occupied. Unfortunately, it's been getting worse. Even though UDOT and the police say they're doing what they can to reduce the problems, they acknowledge often occur when UDOT buys up groups of homes to make way for highway projects. We're working as quickly as we can through the process to get to the point that we can take down those vacant homes. But once we can do that, we know from history that resolves most of the issues. But there isn't any trespassing when the homes are not there any longer.
I was going to say,
Says
why leave them up? Just once you buy them, I guess take them down, right?
Well, I guess, but they have to go through some sort of process to permitting and stuff to get that done. UDOT has 23 unoccupied homes in a neighborhood just east of I-15 and 8400 South. They got them last summer, and I guess they're widening. They're going to widen. You know what I don't understand? Driving down here through Utah County, so the interstate, so I-15 used to be really nice.
Yeah.
And now they've torn it all up again.
They're
What the
widening
hell?
it again.
They're widening the whole thing.
Again?
Yeah, because it gets wide at what is that? Right.
I don't know.
Right, just north of here, that town. It's where the roller mills are. Lehigh.
Lehigh.
It widens at Lehigh, and it turns very nice. But before that, it wasn't.
They hadn't done that.
Wasn't that width?
It's a slow process to work their way up.
But the way that they've got this weaving back and forth between American Fork and the point of the mountain,
It's a mess.
It's terrible,
Yeah.
and we're not going to be able to see the lines
Great.
when we drive back. That'll be fun.
Oh, would you like me to do traffic and weather?
It is
now?
time for weather and traffic. Yes.
Because it's all related today. Snow's really making a mess of the roads in Weber and Davis County. Low visibility for drivers, and lanes are disappearing on the freeway, which we were just talking about. Crash at 650 north, the on-ramp to go southbound I-15 in Clearfield. Be patient and careful through that area. And the snow, well, let's see. I'm looking at the radar, and it's coming from north to south, and it's going to be around with us until early afternoon, they say. So give yourself some extra time. We hope Radio from Hell makes it back to Salt Lake after our broadcast. Go to Hale, Scott Hale Plumbing, Heating, and Air for a $49 furnace tune-up, which includes a 19-point safety inspection. Scott Hale, amazingly different, surprisingly better. ScottHale.com.
Here's boner candidate number 3, the Thieving Nuns. 2 nuns who formerly worked at St. James Catholic High School in Torrance, California, have confessed to embezzling at least $500,000 from that school so that they could gamble it away at Las Vegas casinos.
They were going to gamble and make more money and then bring it back to the school.
That's right.
That was their plan.
Sister Mary Margaret Kruper, who worked as the school principal for 28 years, and Sister Lana Chang, a teacher for 20 years, bilked the funds over a period of at least 10 years. The sisters, described as best friends, retired earlier this year. Officials made the discovery in June after performing a routine audit following Kruper's retirement. The Reverend Michael Myers, the church's Monsignor, said Kruper was very nervous and anxious during the audit, and she reportedly asked staff members to change school records. Myers reported it to the Archdiocese of Los Angeles, who hired their own auditor. The auditor found that tuition checks, fees, and donations were being deposited to a bank account not used by the school. The sisters later confessed to using the funds for themselves for gambling in Las Vegas. Boner candidate number 3, the Thieving Nuns.
All right, that's boner candidate number 3 for round 2. Let's review the first 2 and votes.
Boner candidate number 1, I got my government check and bought some crack, and I liked the company, so I opened the door. But then the guy stole my phone, and I didn't call the police because I was busy. I think he lives in Chicago. You kind of know what that one is. Boner candidate number 2, hey, that Cannibal Corpse guy's house is exploding, man. It's the lead guitarist for Cannibal Corpse, had live ammunition, I guess, in his house, which caught fire, probably because he was using a flamethrower in the backyard.
He was practicing.
Yes. And boner candidate number 3, the Thieving Nuns.
All right, this is round 2. Your boner voting. You've got to decide of these 3 candidates, which one is the worst, which one deserves to go forward to boner fight and possibly become boner of the day. If it wins here, it'll face off against the winner of round 1's voting that we did an hour ago. We'll put both of these candidates into the Boner Dome for Boner Fight at 9:20, and that's when Boner of the Day will be decided by you. So first, you've got to pick your round 2 champion. 1, 2, or 3. Remember the candidate number that you think should win this round. Put that number in the message of a text. That's all we need in that text message is just that single digit so the computer can count it, and then text that to 33986. Or you can call 877-602-9696. Use your voice to vote. Autumn will take your vote in the producer's booth back at the station. Or go to x96.com. Look for the box that says Boner Voting December 12 and vote there. All right? You've got until the end of these messages to do it, though. It's round 2, X96.
When Carrie Bill
buy some really good roasted vegetables.
But you screwed up the chicken.
Kind of, yeah. And I put it back in the oven, and it ended up being okay. But you bite into some chicken, and it's kind of rubbery. Yeah, and you go. A couple of pieces were done.
And brought to you by Stretch the Truth Trump. Everyone needs this Trump version of Stretch Armstrong in their holiday stocking. Portion of the proceeds go to benefit the Homeless Veterans Fellowship. StretchTheTruth.com/X96.
Well, so we had boner candidate number one. Well, I got my government check and I bought some crack and I like company, so I opened the door. But then the guy stole my phone, so I didn't call the police though because I was busy, smoking crack. But I think the guy lives in Chicago.
It's the best title.
That was number one. Number two, that Cannibal Corpse guy's house is exploding, man. I don't think the Cannibal Corpse will be going on tour with Slayer.
Or they'll get a new guitar player.
Well, he's the lead guitarist, though, man. He's really, Cannibal Corpse, man. They're good. And then there was boner candidate number three, which was the Thieving Nuns, these two sisters embezzling money from that's really low, isn't it?
Yes.
Jeez. So, let's see. Stretch the Truth Trump doll. Kirk won that. And the winner, oh, man. So, the Cannibal Corpse guy got pretty good votes there, but the winner by one vote, number three, the Thieving Nuns.
The Thieving
They
Nuns?
deserved it.
All right.
Uh-oh. Get ready. Go get it. Now, that wasn't for the Thieving Nuns.
No,
that
was for...
Oh, here goes another one.
But we don't have...
No, they don't care. They're both wearing hearing
These
aids.
are for
they don't
cash donations.
See, these are for, oh, man.
We don't have to do that every...
Well,
thank you.
That's
Nice,
that
gentle
was
one.
a nice, gentle one.
I like that
and,
one.
Oh, here goes another one. These are for people who have made donations to the road home here at Ken Garf Chevrolet in American Fork.
All right. Thank you very much.
Just quick traffic before we...
We got to get the things that must
I
go
know.
here.
Just, I'll just mention this. Driving through Davis and Weber counties is a nightmare right now. Visibility is low. Lanes are disappearing under the snow on the freeway. And crashes are starting to add to the headaches. Give yourself some extra time this morning, or maybe even wait until this passes before you're out driving. It's bad.
All right. Thank you very much. Okay, it's Things That Must Go, brought to you by
Tactical Airsoft Supply. Go visit Rad and Ajax and their team at Tactical Airsoft Supply. Really nice guys doing good things for the sport of airsoft. Tactical Airsoft Supply, 33rd South in Salt Lake, or visit them on Hillfield Road in Layton.
Go.
Things that must go on the radio.
He opened the door. These are things that are bugging you.
Things that must go. I got some here.
Okay.
Some new ones. Things that are bugging you. Things that you just can't stand anymore. Things that
4, and we have a little bit of traffic.
Just there.
Yeah, it's
Particularly in Davis and Weber counties, visibility is low and the lanes are disappearing under the snow on the freeway, and that's causing trouble. Crashes are starting to add up to the headaches. So just please slow down, give yourself some extra time, turn your lights on, and avoid driving if you can. But if you can't, yeah, go slow, take your time. It's traffic.
all right.
So if you want to buy a house, this is for new builds, new buildings, new build houses.
You mean I get to pick the carpet and the
Yeah.
countertops?
Forgivable
and-
grant program. Just text the word money to find out about it to 62687. Our friend Lawley at New Dwello has grants, rebates, and credit programs for people who are building a new home. They'll let you pick a builder, and there's up to $5,000 in agent rebates when you buy a new home with a participating builder. And then there are other grants like up to $18,124. All total up to $28,124 in down payment assistance for people who qualify. New Dwello's created an interactive builder map where you can search over 800 new home communities. Text the word money to 62687 to see the map and to see what you qualify. The time to buy new is now. So text the word money to 62687.
All right, we got Corey's concert and community calendar coming up after these. KXRK Provo.
because Carlin wasn't reading things correctly because he hasn't been to Hoops Vision yet.
That's it.
That's it. You need the smile procedure. Clear vision for Christmas at Hoops Vision. Don't miss out on Hoops Vision's best pricing of the year on LASIK. If you don't use your FSA and HSA stuff on LASIK stuff, isn't that articulate of me to say? Your federal savings account, your health savings account. If you don't use it by the end of the year, you lose it. So 2018 will be over before you know it. So book your free VIP LASIK consultation at Hoops Vision today. Be sure to ask about their zero interest financing. Call 877-30-LASIK or go to Hoops Vision. That's HOOPES Vision.com. Use those dollars before you lose them. I've been to Hoops Vision, so it doesn't count. I don't need it anymore. Carrie doesn't either.
No, all of our families have gone.
But you need it. So 877-30-LASIK or go to HOOPES Vision.com.
All right. Now, Carlin, if you'd like to play the song, we can do that.
I need your arms around me. I need to feel your touch.
We're at Ken Garff Chevy in American Fork, 548 East, 1000 South, exit 276 on the west side of I-15. Easy to spot because it's huge.
And it isn't snowing.
Yeah, not
Well, here,
yet
it's the only place I think that is.
So you can see us clearly.
Yeah. Everywhere else, apparently, it's a nightmare.
Great.
North of here, apparently, it's a nightmare. All right. We got, is this sponsored, Gina? Corey's? Oh, no, wait. I asked Corey.
Corey knows.
If it's sponsored. Hello, Corey.
It is. Yes. Hello. Good morning. It is brought to you by Live Nation and Disturbed with 3 days great Smart Home Arena on January 19th. Tickets are on sale now at vividarena.com.
All right. It's Corey O'Brien.
Right. And here he is.
Hello. Yes.
You got your concert calendar and community event stuff?
I was waiting for the intro, Bill.
Oh, here he is.
There it is. There it is. All right. Tonight, Redux Nutcracker from Odyssey Dance Theater.
No, wait, Corey.
Yes,
no,
yes.
It's the Redux Nut Cracker. You have to put that little pause in there.
I missed the hyphen.
I'm
guess.
surprised.
All right.
There isn't one. You're just
I'm
supposed
surprised.
to know.
Daryl Yeager will jump out of the closet and hit you if you don't do it right.
Well, all right.
Try it.
Also going on tonight. Oh, you want me to try it?
Yeah, try it.
The Redux Nut.
No, Redux Nut Cracker.
It really should be a
Redux
hyphen.
Nuts Cracker. Why do I
Good.
feel like I've seen this routine in a movie somewhere?
know, right?
All right. The Helio sequence will be at Urban Lounge tonight, celebrating the 10th anniversary of their album "Keep Your Eye Ahead." I guess that was their very important album.
Okay.
Thursday, Kevin Smith will be at Wise Guys Saturday night as well. Those shows are sold out, so you're going to have to hit the classifieds if you want to check out Mr. Kevin Smith this weekend. Also, tomorrow night, Tom York of Radiohead will be at the Union Event Center doing a solo show. It's good to see him.
Yeah.
Uncle Joe Biden will be at Kingsbury Hall giving a speech tomorrow. Now, tickets for this are sold out, but there will be a queue line set up. So if you get there early, they will, put you in any unfilled seats if you want to wait outside to see Joe Biden tomorrow up at the U at Kingsbury Hall. Friday, Winter Walk at the Gateway. They're going to be closing down the main part of the Gateway, Rio Grande Street, from 6 to 8. They'll have live music, holiday acts going on. They'll be selling hot toddies and wine, as it were.
Mold
Keep you nice and warm in the winter.
Mold
wine.
Yeah.
Also, obviously, on Thursday night, you've got the X96 Nightmare Before Xmas with Blue October. That will be at the complex, and tickets for that are sold out. But keep listening today at 2 and 5 for your chance to win tickets for that part of the X Days of Xmas. Saturday, Utah Winterfest at the Gateway, a bunch of local arts and crafts showcasing Utah's top artists, musicians, and other artistry. Utah Grizzlies having Star Wars night, and Tuesday, to cap off your week, Brian Setzer Orchestra at the Eccles Theater, the 15th anniversary of their Christmas Rocks tour. We can all reminisce about the days in the mid-2000s. Swing music nearly made a comeback.
It nearly did.
Nearly made
we
it.
were
so
that
close.
close.
We were nearly.
It was so damn close, and I loved it.
I think that eventually morphed into what we know today as Mumford and Son syndrome.
Maybe. Yeah.
I think that's kind of how it worked its way out.
Yeah.
Then there was that moment
So-
back in the 80s when Rockabilly nearly, and Brian Setzer
Oh, it
was
was
there for that
close.
too.
It's just the Reverend Horton Heat left carrying that torch. All right. So that's what's going on this week.
You know, in all fairness, that Brian Setzer Orchestra show would be a great show to see.
Yeah, I like that.
Text the word events to 626. No. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
62687.
Got it?
Yeah. No. 33986.
339.
Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
what you're doing.
Yeah.
Text events to New Dwello.
Yeah. No. It's
Tell you how you can save money on your events.
Yeah,
33986.
33986, and Corey will make sure that you get all of the events you need weekly, right, Corey?
I will.
All right.
I have.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you, Corey. All right. As we continue our donations, we started to get quite a few. The truck is nice. The bed of the truck is nice and filled, and I think they're starting to put stuff into the cab of the truck that is here at Ken Garff Chevy and American Fork.
You got lots of money this time.
Yeah,
lot of
and,
money.
and it's nice to see you bringing in the money, and maybe we can give you some Mary Poppins movie passes or some Blue October tickets. But if you can't make it here, you can always go online at x96.com. There's a rotating banner there that says Road Home on it, and you can give money right there.
There's a woman out there who's just pulled up, and she looks like she needs some help with some stuff to bring in. I'm excited to see that Mary Poppins. I think I want to see it in the IMAX. Mary Poppins. I think it's Mary Poppins 3D, isn't it?
I don't
The
think
IMAX experience.
Poppins doesn't need 3D.
Have you seen the, by the way, the trailer for the new Godzilla movie?
Yes.
Looks pretty good.
Only a few dozen times.
But I hate getting my hopes built up for these these Godzilla movies, though. You know, they look kind of cool, and then
Have they
turn
let
out-
you down, Bill?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, the Godzilla with Bryan Cranston, it was good for about, what was that, about 5 minutes at the beginning, and then
I enjoyed it. This one will be, I think, nonstop action because you've got well, first of all, more than one monster.
Yeah, what's the several-headed?
That is King Ghidorah.
King Ghidorah, yeah.
And Mothra is in this, and there's also Rodan,
Yeah.
the big, flying.
Now, help me out here.
Yeah.
Are they all bad guys? Some
No.
bad
No,
guys,
see, that's-
some.
Godzilla's a good guy.
That's the plot of the movie. See,
Yeah, help me with this.
is that
guy.
these monsters were here before us, and and there are some that are coming to destroy us, but then there is one or two that are our protectors.
Okay.
And so we're going to use those and find a way to help guide them toward the other monsters so that they destroy those monsters. And so on our team, it doesn't look good. Godzilla, yeah.
Yeah.
Atomic breath, the whole
Okay.
thing. but Mothra is also on it. And those are the only two on our team.
That's it?
And they're going up against Rodan and King Ghidorah.
Is Godzuki in it?
No. We're better off.
Yeah, probably. Godzuki is kind of a putz.
Godzuki, the Scrappy Doo of the monster.
I'm Godzuki.
Monster movies.
Yeah.
But no, it's going to be very cool. I'm looking forward to it.
Who are the humans in it?
Who cares?
Vera Farmiga.
Okay.
Is in it.
But they don't, but the humans don't really matter.
Little Seven from Stranger Things. She's in it.
Yeah, Bobby Millie Brown.
Yeah, Bobby Millie Brown.
She looked good
Millie
in the trailer. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
whatever.
Bob Millie Baby Booby. Millie Baby Booby.
Rubber baby buggy.
Yeah, she's in it.
She's got hair. You won't
Yeah.
recognize her.
Yeah.
So.
Harry Booby Booby Booby.
Well, no, I was very excited about that trailer because I know our attorney Ed Brass is a big Godzilla fan.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he's watched it. But then I also had news for him as well, and that is Marvel owns the rights to Conan now.
Uh-oh.
And they're bringing back more Conan comic books, which were his favorite as a child growing up. So I'm going to be getting him some more Conan. There's a Conan Avengers crossover event coming.
How about Conan versus Godzilla? That'd be good.
1 minute. 1 minute.
That's it.
Yep.
Solid take.
All right. Yes. Go to a Rocky Mountain Chevy dealer near you at your convenience to donate your physical items, your blankets, your coats, your hats, socks, gloves, things like that for the road home.
Please.
You can find those locations at x96.com, or cash is always welcome. And there's a link there at x96.com where you can make your cash donations.
Any amount.
Any amount.
Don't think, I don't
Yeah.
have that much to give this year. You can give any amount.
Every little helps, as they say. And we are currently in the lead of all the radio stations and media outlets that are competing.
We'd love to see you here, but yeah, go online if you need. And then we'll see you next week at the road home. And as Kerry said, every little counts.
All right. Let's see. We're going to take a break. We'll be back with, we got Boner Fight coming up and a reasonable amount of news before that. Stand by for all of those things. Brooklinen.com/X9. Oh, and the code name is Jackson is used on that.
I did it. I remembered to use your code name. We're
Mhm.
using code names.
We're using code name.
That's right, Raven, we are.
And, to tell a personal story, my little dog Ripley loves the Brooklinen sheets on our bed. I love them a lot, but I think she loves them more. She was right in my spot after I got up this morning.
of
She was
course.
right there. Brooklinen works directly with the manufacturers and directly with the customers, so there's no middle people. 5-star hotel quality sheets. They're affordable and easy to order. And for the holiday season, they make great gifts. Now, if you don't want to do sheets, they also have towels, robes, candles, sleep masks, whole lot of stuff on that website. Super fast shipping. Make sure you will get your holiday gifts on time. My Brooklinen sheets are the best, most comfortable sheets I've ever slept on. It's time for you to try them out with an exclusive offer just for our listeners. Get $20 off and free shipping when you use the promo code Jackson, my last name, Jackson, at brooklinen.com. They are so confident in their product that all of their sheets, comforters, and towels come with a lifetime warranty. The only way to get $20 off and free shipping is to use the promo code Jackson at brooklinen.com. That's BROOKLINEN.com. And the promo code Jackson. These really are the best sheets ever. X96.
Thomas. Follow her on Twitter at RFHGina and find out for yourself. Radio from Hell on X96.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Plug your ears.
Uh-oh.
Plug your ears. Oh, she did it very gently. Thank you.
Thank
We
you.
allow people to ring the. Thank you very
Bang
much.
the
Laura.
gong and get it on.
The Ken Garf Chevy dealership here in American Fork, they have a gong here in the showroom.
It's not for us.
No, it's for when they sell cars. And so all the car salesmen are like, man, we're selling a lot of cars today. Oh, we've commandeered it until 10 o'clock this morning to let people ring the gong if they bring us a nice donation to the road home.
Nice donation being coats, hats, gloves, new socks for all sizes and ages of people, blankets, sleeping bags, warm stuff.
There's an accident southbound I-15 coming down Point of the Mountain into Lehigh Block. The last two of the or three lanes.
I'm not kidding. I would like it if we played some best ofs and left now.
Well, why don't you could just go.
Got ahead
You
of
don't
it.
you don't have that
Carrie
much
wants
to do.
go too.
I do too. But here's the thing, is that it's already hit Salt Lake County. So
it doesn't.
I want to get around Point of the Mountain.
If you can make it past Point of the Mountain.
I know.
Go ahead. You could go. You don't have that much left to do. Go ahead. It's fine. I'll go on.
No, let's just get on with it. What are we doing here?
Let's do it faster. Let's talk faster, and it'll.
She's a speedster. She can alter time. Way to go, Flash. All right. Let's get to. Well, we do have boner fight coming up here in a few moments to determine who is boner of the day. But so you got about about 4 minutes or so.
Okay.
We'll do that. So right now, a reasonable. Oh, damn, the
He's
gong
going to
again.
hit the gong.
A reasonable amount of news coming up here.
Oh, very good. That was nice.
News brought to you by.
The Downtown Farmers Market presents the Winter Market Saturdays from 10 to 2 at the Rio Grande Depot. Shop fresh local goods from local purveyors. More details at slcfarmersmarket.org.
News.
Again?
Somebody's going to. Hello, I'm a local purveyor. Are you good? Oh, he's going to go easy on us. No, he's not.
No, you said that, and he changed his mind.
Yeah, thanks.
I agreed, Carlin.
Okay, let's see. Looking for Stormy Daniels. She's been ordered to pay Donald Trump's attorneys.
Really?
Yeah. Porn actor Stormy Daniels was ordered yesterday to pay nearly $300,000 in attorney's fees to President Trump following.
She could crowdfund that in no time.
Oh, she doesn't need to crowdfund it. Following the dismissal of a lawsuit she filed against him, Daniels, who had a fling with Trump in 2006, was instructed to make the payments for filing a meritless defamation suit against the president. She claimed that the president smeared her on Twitter. Kind of has an icky ring to it, doesn't it? Calling her a liar. U.S. District Judge James Otero said that the $292,052 in fees was 25% reduction from the amount requested by Trump's legal team. The judge noted that the case should have been litigated more efficiently. The court's order, along with the court's prior order dismissing Stormy Daniels' defamation case against the president, together constitute a total victory for the president and a total defeat for Stormy Daniels.
Great, it's already too late.
The case was it was the whole thing where she claimed that somebody accosted her in a parking lot and threatened her.
It was kind of flimsy.
And then and Trump said, "Oh, she's a big liar," and she brought a defamation suit against him. And a Catholic reverend who was arrested for soliciting a prostitute may be getting a new pastoral assignment within the church. A letter sent out by the Catholic Diocese of Salt Lake stated, Father, I can't pronounce his name. Yeah, that's him. Was arrested in October after allegedly, this is in Salt Lake, after allegedly agreeing to engage in sexual behavior in exchange for money with a person he thought was a prostitute. The father denied making the sex deal and claimed he was roaming in the area to get a taco. I won't say anything, from a nearby taco stand. The Catholic Diocese of Salt Lake's website said that the Reverend was on temporary leave from his duties after the arrest. In a letter sent out Tuesday, Bishop Oscar Solis said that while some people in the congregation want the Reverend to come back, others do not. And because of this, he may be given further time to resolve his personal issues and perhaps find a suitable taco. In the meantime, Father Joshua Santos,
Downtown taco.
Yeah. Well, he was looking. I guess he was looking for a downtown taco.
Wrong part of town.
So I don't. So I guess they're going to let him stay in the. Give him another assignment.
That's what they do.
So he'll get a maybe they'll assign him to burritos or enchiladas, something. I don't know. On Tuesday, during a special hearing on Utah's Capitol Hill, Colette Taco testified she is currently staring down the muzzle of more than $27,000 for emergency care she received, and that's after insurance pays the hospital. Lucy Fawcett testified that after a skiing accident, after she broke her leg, she got a bill for $35,000. Insurance paid $15,000, leaving her owing $20,000. Utah lawmakers sat in hearings on Tuesday to discuss the issue of balanced billing, which can sometimes lead to insurance coverage and tens of thousands of dollars in medical bills. In the case of medical emergencies, special hearings called to try and fix the issue of people with insurance still facing massive medical bills after emergency services. In the hearing, there arose a common theme. Most insurance companies and hospitals play nicely together. They have contract from insurance, how much insurance pay, and insurance pays it. But a notable exception is when Utah lawmakers sat hearings to discuss the issue of balance billing. Sometimes bills with insurance companies, tens of thousands of medical bills of medical emergencies.
Oh, no, you can't take me there. Don't take me there. You have to take me.
Yeah, I'm having a time to ask. You're asking me which one's my
Mike and I'm unconscious.
Don't take me there.
This whole network is also bugs me. Anyway. It's time for boner fights.
All right, here we go. Winner, round one.